So shifting
back
a bit as we see the Jet, Killjoy, Raze, and the Omen. So looking
French
for
toast?
the double duelist.
And Valorant. Both their teams are running exactly the same Icebox lineup that they did at their regional qualifiers. So nothing different from that perspective. It looks like it's going to be X10 on defense first, Vikings on attack. So really look for Vikings to set the tempo here. X10 has struggled a bit on their defender side versus their attacker side on Icebox, so curious to see how this goes. Really keep your eyes on sushiboys on the Cypher instead of the Killjoy, kind of one of the bigger change-ups you have here. He usually, of course, is the pistol round. Let's hold on to my thoughts about the Cypher until we get a little deeper into this.
All right, well, off the bat, just a few members poking forward here into A. One on belt, one playing.
I can't believe they have a Cypher.
Forward,
what the fuck?
Hawk coming out. We'll find the blind here on the FRC.
Just finding a little information there on what the setups are going to look like right now. Just keeping the spike back. Everybody playing this very slow. Kind of an interesting slow start to this. You would expect these two teams maybe to come out rushing. Vikings a lot of times on the pistol rounds will hit you hard and fast, maybe in the middle of the maps, but this time looks like they're rotating back towards A.
Well, Sacy does take quite a decent chunk of damage, and without the Sky, without a Sage, won't be able to top him back up, so it's going to have to operate at 61 HP for the moment. Patty playing up top on the point. Will get taken out. It's going to be FRC who does manage to find first blood, taking him out with that frenzy headshot. Pushing through the smoke is going to be Crws. sScary comes up with two before he gets traded back. Saadhak able to keep the man advantage here for the side of Vikings. Now they get the final finish onto foxz, and it's just going to be sushiboys, the last one standing. Tries to go for the right-click kill.
These are some weird agent picks.
Finish him off with three members left. It will be Vikings taking the pistol round.
Yeah,
for
once they commit to that fight, they get through that Viper's wall, and they are just tearing people apart. A bit of a dash there, and they're not really able to get through very effectively, or after they get through, they do really well, but in the beginning of the round there, a little slow. I was a little surprised by that, but not too surprised once Vikings got it going to hit him hard and fast. Now, stacking back up towards the A side a bit more. Let's see how they're going to do on this anti-eco round. No buys really other than a Sheriff for Patiphan. One thing about X10 is they are known for their Sheriff play and their eco rounds, excuse me. Let's see how they can do on it.
All right, a good chunk of damage on FRC, taking him low. Crws does get traded back a little bit down to 78 and obviously can't heal himself up. So we'll just have to try to stay alive and offer up some utility here for the rest of his squad.
Vikings is playing slow.
Currently sitting here on the A site. So if they decide to just rotate this out, Vikings could absolutely
They're going to fall into a 5-man. They might lose this round.
Again, just going to be dropping down, picking up the frenzy, but seems like they still do want to maybe commit it onto the A site as everybody inches forward. Just have sutecas right now watching their backs, hovering around mid to make sure that nobody is coming around for the flank.
All right, this drone should maybe tell them no. Never mind, they're going. They're going.
Spotted there for a moment. foxz continuing to get these blinds. FRC right up in front. Will get taken down. foxz finding another one. 3 kills going the way of X10.
3 classic
it's
kills.
It's going to be Crws falling for them right now. Pushing up on the corner. Saadhak trying to find that kill. Nano swat into the pit.
Why did he shoot it?
Patiphan pushes the corner. And Will
Why did
manage to find a third kill in the round as sushiboys goes down.
Oh,
Last
no.
member alive.
Oh, no. Boy.
Scary, but does not stand a chance.
Come on.
Manages to find that kill. And
what are you doing?
A 2-round
man advantage. Play slow, play safe.
Yeah, pretty interesting to see Saadhak, the shot caller here for Vikings, coming out with that Phantom, already 4-0-1 and able to keep it in his hands. So that's a nice little takeaway from that round, despite losing 3 members very quickly there. And you could see why X10 well known for their eco abilities in their region. They're one of the most feared teams. They have great pistoling abilities, particularly with the Sheriffs when we get down to that. We get to that. But you can see
oh my God.
around the corner here, it was scary. But sutecas,
so many things they could have done.
Shots with that Spectre. And 2 rounds in a row, going to go the way of the Vikings.
The guy's
but not a bad one at all for X10. Taking
the guy's pipe backed off.
You
could have gave him the Phantom. They had high health.
Yeah, does a bit of damage. Forces him to buy up again. If they can win out on this round, it's going to be a nice little economic swing for X10. See what they can do. It's going to be Vandals across the board for them. 3 Phantoms here for Vikings.
Oh, wow.
Good opening kill. Is he going to be gone? Now GTN. 3 character players.
They're owned on this gun round so far.
Very solid start.
It's a weird gun round, though.
They're having
one guy died
tempo
fighting back
here.
mid. The other guy died by himself going through orange.
foxz continue to watch down into yellow. Gonna get a nice headshot
on
the Saadhak.
And gets the spot there on a Sacy. Throws the recon bolt up top as well. He's looking for a bounce on the shock. Can't quite send it that far back behind yellow. Angle going to be off, so it doesn't get any additional damage. And so they just spray through the smoke.
Nice.
Yep, just looking at those tracer rounds. And they will get rid of Patty.
Let's see if they're really going to commit to this now that the toxic screen is there. Really difficult for Vikings. Time's getting a little bit low. So if they're going to make a re-rotate, they're going to have to start doing it pretty soon.
A bit of damage there from the bite. Wall coming back up. Going to start making their way over towards A, or at least maybe faking with the footsteps. As we do see Sacy starting to inch back out. See that dart come out. Reveals himself up top here at green. Just looking for the shot. foxz doesn't even have to give it to him, but he goes for the peek, gets the headshot, and that should be the round in the books. Will tick down as sutecas just looks to hold on to his weapon, but this is a huge turn now for X10. The question is whether or not they can run with the momentum and try to string a couple rounds together.
I mean, just solid defense there on B side. Never really able to get anything established.
That was weird from Vikings, man. They did nothing together.
To be committed there by the Vikings to push forward.
They literally did nothing together. They just
out, picks him off into mid.
Kind of individually played.
Nails his headshot. ADSing down there, gets the information that they're behind yellow as well, and from there the rotates and the encirclement can just come through for X10.
Rounded him up, shut him down. Patty starting in an aggressive position, does get spotted.
There we go.
To drop off the pipes.
They're going now.
There's the
now they're doing something together. I like that. I'm down.
Patty dashing out, jumping up. As they get the spot on him, they're looking for the finish, and they will manage to get him with the Hunter's Fury. And a
value
tag now coming through. Flips on the foxz. And that will be the plant going down for Vikings. A very solid start to the round for them. Have to commit 2 ults to this, so we'll be looking to close this out to move up 3-1. If X10 can turn this around, be absolutely huge for them to maintain some momentum. Double lurk around the back, and that is going to be sutecas taken down.
This guy is scary.
He was ready. He was prepped. He was looking at that angle, but doesn't manage to find the shot.
Oh, they know one more flanking.
Dropping. Crws coming down into the site, finished off by the stinger.
Oh, this really sucks. I'm really sorry. I need to go. Max 5 minutes.
They lose 2 of the guns, but overall, they're just going to be happy with a round win.
Yeah, it's just a really nice post plant setup. Even though sutecas loses that push around the corner, the backside of A, they have Saadhak right there, ready to go to clean up things on the backside, not really open up that flank. FRZ holding down the middle of the plant site. Very nicely done here by the Vikings. Now they're coming out a little bit more ahead. Things are pretty even right now, though, in terms of cash. A little bit more money, definitely on the side of Vikings, but if X10 can win this round, they're going to be sitting just fine.
All right, well, hit to start things off. sScary just looking to lock down this A site that continuously gets hit by Vikings. They're still playing forward, just on the outskirts of this enormous poison cloud. Will send the drone forward to try to scout through. They haven't managed to locate him yet. Here's them up on that zip line. Gets the spot. It's FRZ eliminated. They're trying to spray through. They're trying to find sScary. Don't manage to do so. He pushes out around the corner. Gets Saadhak. Tries to make his way out of the smoke, but Sacy is there. Gets the punish. It's going to be the smoke cloud dropping down, but it's going to be a 4v2 with this lurk around the back coming in from Crws, from Patty. They get the spot. They should have the finish. sutecas does manage to find one, but with 30 HP, yeah, will get shut down. And just like that, X10, they trade right back, keeping it close.
Yep, this is really nice for X10. They put down the Viper pit, and Vikings just continue to push through it, and it's a really tough ult to deal with in those situations. So, Vikings there, I think maybe being a little bit over aggressive on that side, and you could see still setting up towards A. They're really going to keep hammering away at this, and look at the B setup here from X10. They seem pretty convinced that there's going to be a change in strats for the Vikings on this round.
Yeah, but it's going to be very much the same. Percy charging forward, Bladestorm in hand. Just going out with that TP, and sushiboys getting the spot on Saadhak, just manages to spray him down through that smoke. Retreats to safety over by the screen. Spike getting planted now. Hunter's Fury coming through. As foxz looks for some kills. Won't manage to find anything. Patty with his own Blade Storm takes out one. Pulls out the pistol, goes for the right clicks, but FRZ will shut him down. Gets that reset. 3 members left versus 2. 2 members remaining here for X10. Both going to be topped up, full HP. With rifles in hand, but can they get the kill? sushiboys going to fall short. GTN taking him out with a Spectre, and it's another great shot on the Blade Storm from FRZ from Vikings to take a 2-round lead.
And it's just a really hard commit onto the B side here for X10 at the beginning of the round. That means they're going to be late coming through. A nice job by sushiboys. I think it was his tripwire that got the spot there up in the nest. Let's see, let's watch through here. Yeah, sushiboys gets that spot and just mows him down. Really nicely done. But then Sacy gonna be the one to watch the lurks this time and doing a fantastic job with the Bulldog. Picking up a couple, the right click from FRZ. Sushi gonna get taken down there. And here comes foxz trying to do something, but nothing available. Really nicely done there. We're seeing kind of a tale of 2 jets. Gonna be FRZ coming out on top of that one.
Patty pushing forward. Forces out the tailwind. Will use an updraft and tailwind himself to get out to safety. Doesn't want to risk anything. Only got a slight little tag there on the FRZ. Weapons across the board for the most part are going to be somewhat even. A Bulldog there for Sacy and just the Sheriff for sushiboys. So still going to be looking a bit more favored here for the Vikings. But you see this inch forward, the gun barrel sticking out. sScary. He's ready for it. Gets the shutdown there. Sutecas, though, he was all on his lonesome, inching up onto B. The rest of the team from Vikings now getting ready to storm into the A site where they've already taken out Patty. Smoke coming down. RZ gets him up here on the gets himself up on the center, but has to drop down as he gets spotted by the recon bolt. sushiboys wrapping around the back. The cyber cage dropped down, but he cannot get the shots applied through. GTN comes up with a kill. Will get traded in the end by foxz. Does himself get taken down by Saadhak. Very bloody rounds here to start. Vikings yet to get this plant going. But they have the man advantage again, 3-2. Shots coming through, Crws spotted, finished off, and that'll be the cleanup as FRZ finds 3 in the round.
Man, FRZ really having some great back-to-back rounds here for the Vikings. Getting up on top of the pipes and doing some work from up there. Really kind of able to find ways around the toxic screen. He caused a lot of problems. sScary, though. Get this opening one on the lurking sutecas, but here comes FRZ, man. Looking fantastic from up top. Getting 2. Nice headshot there at the end into screens. Very well done. Using that verticality that's oh so important on Icebox.
Well, potentially now getting ready to change things up. Still do have the 2 duelists from the side of Vikings inching forward into the A site. Looking for any overextensions. Haven't spotted anything yet. Spike's still going to be dropped. Default just outside of the attacker's spawn. So they just look to play the information game right now. Patty watching. Spots 1. Can't get that Marshall shot off in time, though. And yeah, GTN not willing to mess around with this. Wants to just pull back. Not even going to give him the opportunity to land that shot. And everybody from Vikings is going to start making their way.
You guys remember my match on Icebox? That's how I felt.
With the showstopper,
but
they could just
I actually had a chance to go rather than play.
Yeah, I like the re-rotate here by the Vikings. Don't
oh my God,
Patiphan
pain.
With the Marshall. He's going to have the
without
best
the
opportunity to potentially do some real damage to your team. Go to the weak side. Try to get something going over here. Setup comes down there. Is that toxic screen going to go up? And let's see if you can get the post plant set up nicely for the Vikings.
I thought maybe they were going to hold on to this, but now that they know that the members of X10 are going to be rotating over, they will commit the lockdown to this take. Spike now starting to get inched forward. It's getting planted. This lockdown going to expire. Trailblazer forward to scout. Spike's planted. Tailwind going to have to be burnt by Patty as he tries to get himself over to Snowman, but Sacy lines up the headshot. foxz managing to find one, taking out the enemy Killjoy. Sitting in the corner, FRZ trying to spray his way to success. Will find sushiboys, but foxz trades him back with the Sheriff. 3v3 now, but outgunned. RX10 need to click some heads, but they just can't quite get it done.
Nice.
3, and that is going to be a very nice stretch coming through for Vikings. Up 4 rounds with just 3 more to go in the half.
Yeah, you could see that they even went for a few cheeky things there for X10. The Marshall into the hands of Patiphan, the Stinger even in the hands of Crws, but he just wasn't really able to get much done with it. Never able to find a good.
Why are they using the Vandal? It's a good map for it.
You have over
it's a good map for the Vandal.
FRZ able to get one before he's taken down. Sacy having some big shots in this round, getting the triple kill. coming through huge. Very nicely done by the Vikings here, stringing together quite a few good rounds.
Yeah.
X10 really needs to get it done on this assault rifle round.
I should clarify, 4 more rounds to go. This is round 9. Sometimes my brain doesn't do math so good. So let's see what they can get done. I mean, X10, if they could, pick up 3 of these, it would be huge.
Oh my God.
Forward and aggressively managed to find 1, but he's not ready for FRZ to be waiting on top there at the pipes. Strikes him down, catching him from behind, but Crws with that side angle manages to catch FRZ. Tries to inch up just on the side of the site. GTN leaping over that Viper.
Both these teams are so aggressive.
Himself safe, not taking any additional
Jesus.
damage. Now they have to reroute. They have to rethink this.
We're going to get
like
a
almost
little
too
information
aggressive.
on our X10 off the Trailblazer and the guiding lights that nobody's trying to push Ace. You can see after that guiding light came down, the call is starting to rotate back towards B. Nicely done here by X10. Let's see if sutecas can find anybody coming through the kitchen there. Sushiboys making his way just by the bomb site proper. sutecas fully in the kitchen. Now we're ready. sScary is going to try to come through. Let's see if he can get it done this time.
Oh. Jump across. Risky maneuver, but making himself that much more difficult to hit. Crws in the back over at Snowman. Does manage to find GTN. Now Sacy going to be going down. It all comes down to sutecas, who's up on top of the site. Eliminates 1, drops down, has to recover the spike. Has it in hand now. Fakes the plant. Here's them rushing. Manages to find 1. Can he actually clutch this out?
No way he didn't hear him?
He never saw him.
Start pushing forward.
Oh, man.
He just
The dart, he didn't hear any.
Give him the
That
opportunity
sucks.
to hear his location.
That sucks.
Shuts him down. It's going to be another round on the board here for X10, but they need to get some wind in their sails. They need to string a couple additional ones together if they want to make this a viable half. 9-3, not going to be good enough for them as they get ready to go on the attack.
Yeah, man, it was a really nice attempt here by sutecas. This is a great shot, but then I don't think he ever saw foxz. And you're right, exactly correct, man. foxz doing a great job hiding his footsteps, catches him out in the open. I mean, you're pretty exposed from that plant spot. The pressure was coming for sutecas. Good attempt, but just not quite enough in the end. So a very important win there for X10, able to stabilize themselves. But I say that.
Again.
Yeah.
Consistently rushing forward here over towards the entry of A and just gets punished yet again. Seeker is used by Crws trying to spot them out, but they know this is going to be a full commit here onto the A
It's so
side
weird
after
to
that
watch,
pick.
man.
Still a very deep lurk happening from sutecas as he sits back over in the spawn. He's waiting to see if anybody's going to come from that flank position that has been played so regularly from the side of X10, but they might not even need it. Look at the cleanup that's happening here on the site. The spike did not get planted. They get the finishing blows, and now there's a man advantage for the side of X10.
Well, that shutdown of GTN is huge. That opens up so much space. It's kind of a blind push through the toxic screen there, and it gets shut down by Crws. Excellent pull on that, although FRZ gonna get sScary now. Opportunity, Blade Storm online.
Yeah, evens it up. Drifting across, the sutecas starts pushing forward.
This is a tilter. It looks like nobody's communicating to each other. They're just going. Like, what was that guy doing? That guy was trying to lose the round. The last guy was trying to lose the round too.
Spike getting planted. sushiboys on the creep, comes charging in, manages to find the kill. And now it's FRZ on his lonesome. His utility is gone. It's all in the Blade Storm. It's all in the aim, and he just does not have it this time. sushiboys cleans up 3 with the Spectre, and X10.
Let's not be honest.
That's the first time that they've won 2 rounds.
NA looks like a ranked game. No. This is more like a ranked game. I don't know what's going on.
An opponent to be able to shoot you out of the air when you come blast packing in, but Crws is ready for it. Great job on his part. The crossfire here for sushiboys and sScary as well. Just mowing them apart as they try to come through the toxic screen, and FRZ
Vikings
doing everything
looks
he can.
all right.
They
look okay. I think they're just getting warmed up still. I think Vikings is still getting warmed up.
FRZ never really able to find much success with that Blade Storm. Looking a little sloppy here.
Yeah. Well, 2 rounds in a row now. Let's see if they can make it 3. Economically.
Patiphan on the judge.
Oh, well, I mean, that suits his aggressive style.
True.
Not again, dude. Not again. Not like this, please.
Countdown, though, we will have a brief little pause, so hopefully we can get this squared away quickly to get back into the action, because we know these teams like to push the pace. They don't want to be slowed down. So as soon as we get word as far as what's going on, we'll keep you guys informed and look to get back into the action.
Yeah, I was going to say, it felt a little weird at the beginning of this one. Achilles said it was kind of slow. I wasn't expecting that.
That changed
the pace
real.
is real. Yeah, that changed real fast, my friend. Patiphan just not able to come online for X10, and yet they're still doing really well. So I gotta say, that's a really good sign for them, man. He's only 5-9-2 so far, but the rest of the team is coming up big. I mean, 9-9 for sScary. He's having a decent round here. 8-6 for foxz, really carrying the team on that Sova. So right now, you gotta feel pretty good for X10, even with their best player struggling.
Yeah, I mean, they need to. Vikings need to try to stop any kind of run back from coming through here for X10, because if they can even this up, make it, 5 rounds, 6 rounds especially on the defender side, that's going to bode very well for them. Because, I mean, we're seeing how Patty likes to play on the defense. We can expect that it's going to be very similar for him. When he moves over onto the attack, it's going to be that much more aggression from him, going for these just dry peeks out.
Right,
So,
and I kind of wonder if the move to the judge here, if he does stick with it, if that was just kind of try to get himself a little fired up, find a couple easy kills, catching members of Vikings off guard or getting in their faces, and then seeing if he could kind of carry that momentum with him.
yeah. Well, ideally, we'll be getting back into this pretty soon here, guys. See the players just waiting with anticipation, keeping their hands on the mouse and keyboards. Mice and keyboards, I should say. Seems like we should be squared away.
I think
We'll go ahead and restart the timer, and there we go.
Yeah, one thing that has me concerned here, Achilleos, is that the Vikings are having a tough time trying to come up over the tubes. Not able to do it as Patiphan. He does still have that judge.
What is this?
Yeah, didn't manage to find much of anything. I believe he threw out the right click for the Bladestorm as well.
This guy's got 1 health. I don't even know what happened to him.
Audio cue that he had popped it, so tried to get that kill, doesn't manage to find it. But I mean, FRC's down to 1 HP. That's about as good as dead as you can get. Or as close to. So still a significant amount of damage pushed into the enemies here.
Oh my god!
Already sitting up quite
that ult
nicely.
goes so high.
Is used over on the A site just to try and dissuade them from pushing in.
Yeah, I think kind of learning their lesson from the last time they tried that didn't go so well. And that was the one thing I was going to kind of point out for Vikings is the one thing they seem to be struggling with a bit is the Viper utility, of course. So let's see if this time they can get around it. But she's up top waiting. A double push going to come through here.
Yep, it's a different angle. Managed to find the one. Doesn't quite spot the other. Saadhak does make his way through, but he doesn't check the corner. Crws is ready and waiting. They follow right into the spider's trap. And cleanup will be there overall. Sacy
so weird,
back,
man. Why?
Down on that toxin screen, but Crws gets the final blow. And
Why?
just like that, we are 1 round separated between X10 and Vikings. Last round in the half. Let's see if we're going to flip sides 6-6, completely tied up.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough when you're pushing through the Viper's pit. It's, of course, hard to see anything, and the opponents have a big-time advantage on you. And this time, like you mentioned...
Why did they use Sova for it?
Is in different
a
spots,
Sova drone with a
so
Sova
it's hard
dart?
to get a read on where
Clear
they're
the
even going to
space,
be
run through
quickly. This is one
quickly?
of the things in my notes coming into this that I really liked about X10 is they are
Walk
always
pushing
changing it up.
walk pushing a Viper ult is not it.
Going well,
Ever.
they will give you different looks, and it's one of the things that has made them successful in their region.
I mean, one of the things that you have to do is you have to try to send that drone forward, try to get a spot out, clear those angles that are being played. We just don't see that happen. They get
Oh, he had no
punished
drone?
for it.
I see.
It's all the
When did he use
utility
it? Start of the round?
to check on that Viper.
Before the Viper
That's
ult
it.
happened, probably? Or at the same time, maybe?
Maybe you could throw a turret
That
in it, I
sucks.
guess. That's about
At that
it.
point,
That's
you just
really
accept
about it.
defeat and you don't go through it.
Cam, you can see in the pip there, top right of the screen, set up on the corner. Gets the spot, seeing them advancing forward. Hunter's Fury being used. Sacy looking to open things. Gets a single tag onto foxz. Now we will
They're
see
going
that
back.
lockdown
They're going
used.
back. They're out of here.
Hunter's Fury obviously not available here for foxz to respond in kind, so they cannot destroy this. TP around the back from sutecas. Going on a deep little lurk, moving out of A over towards screens. Now
and he
into mid. The
TP'd
rest of
out.
the team, the rest of the team has moved over now. He is just going to be waiting for anybody pushing in from mid. Everybody,
They should be able to
however,
take
is
this round.
rotating through the back over
Good.
towards the spawn, so he's still going to be in a fairly
He's gonna get
precarious
one on
spot
this
if he
flank.
decides to show his location. The Vikings, they have control of the site for now. Shots flying through.
Never mind.
Sutecas will be
Ooh,
eliminated.
never
Patty
mind.
finding Sacy.
Ooh,
Gets traded
never
back, but
mind.
Just like that, they
That
find
fell apart.
GTN.
Wait, hold
Huge
up.
advantage now here for the side of X10 as they look to tie this up 6-6. Saadhak,
right.
the last one alive. All of his utility has been burned. The
Oh.
next one will find one. He follows up for a second on sScary. And now it comes down to a 1v1. Him versus sushiboys. Pushes a little bit of damage out. Fake tap on the spike. Doesn't try to hold this one for half, and now Sushi is in a precarious spot, goes to the tap yet again. Saadhak, he can just run this clock down. There's not much that Sushiboys can do. He has to try to stick for it, but Saadhak will clutch it out in the end.
There's nothing he can do. Literally nothing. He just loses.
Oh, man, Saadhak coming through big for his team. The shot caller for the Vikings, holding it down. And I thought, first of all, I thought this round looked great for the Vikings. You get sutecas deep in A. They know there's nothing going on. He has a nice TP over into mid to give a good crossfire on the retake attempt. But it just all kind of falls apart.
This is crazy what I'm watching,
isn't really
man.
Fooled by it.
This seems
they do a
so
good job taking care of FRZ when he goes up in the nest to try to set up kind of a vertical crossfire. This is just a fantastic last round there to really give Vikings a little bit of confidence and momentum.
This is a rough game to watch right now.
Defender side.
Yeah, it's just fantastically done. I mean, whenever you can create those catch-22 situations for the defender, you know, it's just wonderful to see. It's beautifully done. But now we go into the second half, not wasting any time. Pistols drawn out. A couple of frenzies here for the defenders. One frenzy for Patty. Everybody else going to be rocking Ghosts, no armor. Inching forward here onto the A site for the moment. Sacy gets a drone up top. Will lose that out. Got the dart in. But everybody now starting to pull away from A. Cyber Cage turned down in mid. That gets spotted. So they're very privy to this rotation, especially with FRZ waiting above. Has not been spotted whatsoever. This could be a major surprise for them. A rude awakening, perhaps, as he does drop down. Manages to find Patty. Now Sushiboy's going to be gone as well. Throws down some of these cloud bursts to keep himself covered.
I don't understand.
In and out of the smoke, sprays away. Manages to find three, but has to go.
Vikings is going to win. They're not. X10's not going to win like this. This isn't going to happen.
3 members left standing. Another pistol round going to the Vikings.
It's over.
Yeah, when you get on top of that crane, it can cause a lot of problems, especially the other team gets way ahead of you and they have no idea. They don't check it. Very nicely done here.
Vikings won. It's over. It's already over.
The sutecas doing a good job holding the line up on the front, kind of distracting a lot of X10. They're kind of tunneled in towards him. And then FRZ finds the perfect moment to strike. Sacy coming in to clean it all up, but very nicely done. I gotta give Vikings a lot of credit here, coming back after a couple rough rounds against X10, really able to right the ship.
Yeah. Do see 2 sheriffs now out from X10, Patty and sScary.
Guardian here.
Maybe sScary could be the savior of X10.
I've been seeing a couple Guardians.
You know?
We had one use of it yesterday.
It's all on sScary.
On Icebox, in fact.
So a lot of good sight lines that you can utilize on it, either from, like you're seeing there, over on Belt or the back of B. Oh, nice job by FRZ with that Ghost.
And he's going to regress into the Cloudburst. Throws on the second one, does decide to pull back. Sacy spotting one, takes a couple shots at that Frenzy. It's a couple of hits in, but sScary in the meantime.
Oh, this mid-fight, and he's dead.
Sutecas waiting here.
Sucks at a classic.
Has the support from Saadhak up mid. They get that finish. It's going to be a 3v4. Outgunned right now. HP bars low on everybody other than Sushiboys. Which is a great name, by the way.
It is a great name. I like a lot of the names on X10. Crws, sScary, foxz. It's good, man. Patiphan, but it has a ring to it, you know? Oh, Sushi's not like this. Wow. Tries to come around the corner, dry. Sacy just gonna mow him down with the Spectre.
It's nothing worse than dry sushi.
Go next.
Patiphan now eliminated, and this is gonna be a round in the books as Sacy cleans up 3. Vikings starting to stretch a very scary lead, but with rifles getting ready to come in the hands here of X10, they absolutely need to turn this around right now. They need to get some momentum going.
Yeah, the last time, though, we saw X10 on a kind of really important must-win rifle round. They were able to get it done, so maybe this go-around they can. A little bit more difficult now for them without that Viper to really lock down the A side. Of course, they're on the attacker side. And I got to give, again, I want to go back to Saadhak real quick. His utilization of his nano swarms with Killjoy is a really important factor.
It's got to be attack pause this
what's
time,
making a difference right now on this map as we look to take a tactical timeout here for X10. I think a perfect time to be taking this timeout. So it is an interesting difference here in the Sentinels, right? You've got Cypher and Killjoy. The thing I like about what I usually see out of the Cypher from X10 was that they would put the trap wires in tubes in really narrow spots around B, but I haven't really been seeing them when they were on the defensive side get the opportunity to do that. Now they're on the offensive side where, you know, he's a little less useful compared to Killjoy.
Yeah. Well, technical timeout. Try to steady the ship here. X10, talk some sense into the players and maybe tell Patty, like, calm down just a little bit. Roll it back 20, 15%. Let's keep it calm. Focus up and get back into the game. Try to close this out. Because, I mean, you have to remember, this is X10's map pick. They brought us here to Icebox to try to close this out. They do have Ascent waiting for them around the corner no matter what, which they have an incredible win rate on. 19-1 overall as their all-time win rate, 15-1 in 2021. So they've only ever lost in it one time. So, they can still look forward to that, but they would love
just
to get
say that Cypher's a stupid pick.
So much more confidence in them as they get
I mean,
ready to
Cypher
go
on this
into
map,
that
it's Cypher on this map's not good
And Ascent was
at all.
the map where we saw Vikings struggle against Sharks. That was the one they lost in that finals in Brazil. So, it could be, even though Icebox maybe not going the way they want, I think Ascent still has a lot of potential for X10. They're really coming out here and doing a pretty good job. But again, Patiphan, we need to see more out of him. He still has not really come online for X10.
Nanoswarm off
Damn,
the rip.
they pushed him
Trying
off
to
with
stave
just
off
one
any
flash, one
potential
dart.
Rush coming through green.
Completely pushed him off. Now they have no info. They don't know if they're coming. They don't know if they're behind those smokes.
Just fine.
They're forcing the two to stay.
Popping that healing totem to try to top it back
Okay,
up.
okay. X10, this could be your gun round. There's a chance here.
You can see they're going to...
There's a chance.
Yeah, send the drone out, see if they can get any information on what's going on over on A, but it's going to get shot down there pretty quickly. Does get the dart in there. Have to pull that out. Sacy in return, going to send his out and see a lot of members of X10.
Ooh. Well, FRZ trying to get that tracking shots, unable to find it. They push forward to Patty.
Wow.
Oh, man. He will
Yo,
come
that
up
guy.
with 2 swift kills. GTN and FRZ both going to be eliminated. Shock dart from
No
Sacy
way
does
you're going
manage to
for
find
more.
Crws, but the side is broken open.
You
Play, getting ready to come
psycho.
in. Patty playing up top here
Holy.
around the
You
back
know
side.
way you're going
Finds
to
a third,
stop.
can't
Just
quite
know
make it
when
to
to
the fourth.
stop, man.
Vegas will
Oh my
outtrade
goodness.
him with the Spectre at range.
You
Now
did
he'll
such a
pull
good
back
job.
away
Just
from this
know.
spike.
Just
He'll have
know
to play
when to
carefully,
stop.
though. Saadhak has this Guardian.
Holy.
Absolutely trade them at range.
Yeah, you can give a little bit of post-plant cover onto it. sScary going to throw down his smoke, see if he can get something going here. He's going to be checking the corners, going to throw the paranoia, tapping. He's going to pull right off. Up over is Saadhak with the Guardian. Gets one, but gets taken down. Here comes sutecas. Gets foxz, looking for the finish.
He's got no
This all
snake
comes
bites,
down to
dude.
that catch-22 situation here that sScary is going to try to create. He hears him on the spike. Can he interrupt him? Pushes out. Will manage
They
to
got it,
strike
just
him
barely.
down. X10, they finally put another round here on the board. It was a decent little streak starting to happen there for the Vikings, but they finally make it happen.
No, it's a great call here by X10. Once they took down Sacy's drone, they just pushed. They just hit this hard and fast. Took the Vikings to town. I mean, what a push by Patiphan. That's what you're looking for out of your entry fragger. The triple kill here to have a huge impact in this and really put X10 back in this game.
Yeah, and Patiphan starting to come online.
Yeah, the Sentinels match is supposed to be in like 4 hours or
continue to have
something.
impact like that in these rounds, it's going to get rougher for the side of Vikings. Seems like we will have another quick little pause, however, as the clock stopped up at 9. But it's a good momentum break here for X10. Stop Vikings from cresting
Here's
that
another tech
double-digit
pause.
round count. Try to keep it as close as humanly possible. Look to run this back. It's still a long road ahead of them, but they've shown that they have the firepower. They do have some of these set plays that work great. They've got explosive entry onto the sites. It's just with some irregularities. They need the consistency to really make it happen.
I feel like we're seeing a bit of inconsistency from both teams here from time to time, but really X10, if the good news for them is some of their other players are stepping up where Patiphan is.
It'll be like 6 hours of this.
Shots getting fired with 20 seconds left on the clock. Seems like we are good to go. If you tune in a little bit late, it's 9 to 5. First map here in this best.
This is what happens when you wake up at 7 in the morning, man.
Team of Vikings.
Your body just doesn't, it just breaks.
Try to take the first map.
Like, really.
Yeah, there are a couple interesting things going on
man.
with the buys here right out the gate. You do have the operator for FRZ. Saadhak has a Guardian over there, big up a little bit of money. FRZ gets blinded, has to back on up.
This should be 9 to 6, actually, just thinking about it. So I'll have to, the UI should update after this round. So we did have to roll things back.
Hey, you did better with math this time. Good job.
I did. I realized. I was like, wait a second. X10 just won a round, so that should be topped up. So that'll be corrected in just a little bit here, guys. Don't worry. foxz, however, taking quite a bit of damage off the rip. Crws cannot top him up. Does not have that heal utility here at the moment. So he's going to have to try to operate with 21 HP. See the Viper cutting off a lot.
No way you
go
through this.
Patty gets up on the other side. The wall does go down. He's waiting around the corner. Gets that shot in the back.
Oh my God, this dude
head. Comes up with a second kill.
He's going for more, man. Just know when to chill. Oh my goodness.
Sutecas trying to inch in.
He's making me mad.
Crws up top, shuts him down, getting the shot in through the wall. foxz and sushiboys have the cleanup, and just like that, we are right back into the action with X10 taking the round.
It's one of my favorite toxic screens to use on the attacker side. For this map, it cuts off so much vision for the defenders. And poor Patiphan throwing his head back there. Look at this double from him. I don't like this swing back by Patiphan there. He kind of exposes himself to the two up on rafters, ends up going down. But regardless, it's still an excellent setup here for X10.
It's going to be 9-7, chat.
So
it's going to be 9-7.
With that wall.
Damn, they're hyped up. They're hyped up right now. Those cams are cool.
From the technical pause, get that win. Kick us back off.
Alrighty, well. In we go. Cyber Cage up over the top from sushiboys. Nade is out. Don't find too much of anything though. Drone over the top. Sentry going to be destroyed for the re-entry here onto the A site yet again. The back of the site. Saadhak pulls back, gets himself out towards the spawn, but the rest of the team falling. Sacy and GTN both getting taken out of the fight. sScary down to 16 HP. The heals are available this time around. You can see Crws is going to be topping him back.
Little comeback from X10
to 65. That poison wall will get dropped yet again. Seeker's now going to be coming out from Crws, looking to locate the remaining members of Vikings. The last three. Sutecas going to be the first one to fall, then they quickly follow up on a Saadhak. FRZ needs to get it done here. 3 members left to kill. Tailwind's over to the side. Crws going in on the push, tucks himself into the corner, knows that he cannot get wall banged there by the Blade Storm, so feels very confident. He's going to push up, he's going to look for the right click finish, cannot quite find it. Does get that kill, but sScary is ready for the trade. They get the shutdown there.
The score is right, I think. They didn't count the final round.
Together.
So
wait,
it's basically the same idea here for X10,
sure?
but you know, the adjustment is attempted to be made by the Vikings. They have FRZ on Sutecas on the lurk trying to come through, but they get kind of caught in no man's land right around mid, right by the boiler area, where they're just kind of dancing back and forth, trying to figure out which way to go, trying to figure out if we should go through attacker spawn or if we should come back into screens and try and get it done through there. And by the time they show up, it's basically, you know, it is an on-man situation for them. Their team is already in disarray, and they're never really able to get there in time to be effective on that retake.
9-7 is correct. Okay.
Really good pace set there.
I mean,
now,
they haven't changed it. They haven't changed it, so I think you're right. I think it is correct.
Forward. Will get taken down as soon as he uses the Viper's Pit. That is just going to dissipate now. And the entire setup here for X10 on the B side has been undone.
A little jet lurk.
Getting himself up into kitchen. Does manage to catch
Sacy
off
dinked him.
guard. Takes him out. Now has the Blade Storm. Instantly right-click kill in on a Saadhak. Looking to turn this one back into the favor. The right-click follow-up not going to connect, however.
What the heck was that?
What's
he doing?
Can they actually turn this around? It was a catastrophic start, but now they're looking to swing this one back.
Yo, he's about to get an ace. He's about to get an ace. He's about to ace. He's about to ace.
foxz is gone. Patty fighting for, needs to get the ace to win the round to keep them pressing forward. Tailwind's over to the side. Here's the shot.
Oh my God.
Make it happen. FRZ will get the elimination to save the round for the Vikings. A nail biter there for the side of X10, but they can't get it done.
Oh my God, Patiphan doing everything but getting the ace to win this. I mean, he is all over the place on this one. Saadhak doing a nice job getting the opener, but here comes Patiphan. Sutecas gets kind of backed up here towards Orge. Patiphan just picking people off. Sutecas actually pushed through the cloudburst of Patiphan, but Patiphan was there on the side, wasn't quite expecting it. Gets the crossfire onto him, just what you wanted out of him. However, it still wasn't enough. That time Vikings able to hold on that B push. Now thinking about A again. There's that same wall. This time coming up and
Oh
over
my
right as it
God.
goes down is
He's
sushiboys.
owned him,
Patiphan gonna
dude.
follow up.
Huge instant shutdowns coming through, but Sacy tries to drag this one back. The Hunter's Fury manages to find foxz now. sushiboys eliminated.
This is such a crazy match. They're just fighting
now a
so
3v1,
quickly.
all on the back.
Oh my God.
Tries to turn this around. Pressing forward. Shot comes in onto sScary, but Patty comes up with a third.
Little
Keeping them
BM.
within 2 of tying this up. X10, you can feel it. They are reinvigorated. They are ready to plow forward. They want to take this map.
Man, they are looking good. I mean, Patty is absolutely positively online right now. Gets up on the pipes, doing the things that you need to do with those jets on Icebox, using that verticality. But still, the Vikings haven't found an answer for this toxic screen yet, Achilleos. They're really struggling with these A pushes. I think they just need to be a little bit safer on them. Just kind of give it up and play for retake if they can't.
They win this eco, they win one more gun round, they're tied up.
Okay, got confirmation. Round had to be replayed given the issues.
Yeah,
the
that's
count
what I
right
thought.
now that you are seeing is correct, ladies and gentlemen. So this is 10-8. This
They
is
would have
round
updated
19,
it. They would have
and
updated
there's
it
an
really
opening
quickly.
kill onto the
right?
enemy Omen. X10 pressing forward now up onto the B side. They get the spot out with that Nero theft, locating every remaining member of the Vikings.
Holy shit.
They have the site secured. Spike still not yet being planted. It's resting.
This is really
in the hands
interesting.
of
This is the
sushiboys here
meta.
for
This is the
moment.
meta of not playing back
Since
yellow
way up onto the
and
site,
playing
still
more
haven't quite yet
aggressively.
gone for this. Patty getting that wall bang through onto
They're
GTN,
just fighting.
pushes up
I know it's
aggressively,
against
but
an
gets traded
eco,
back by
but they
Sacy,
did this
finds
last
a
gun
nice
round
headshot.
too. They didn't play yellow. They pushed more.
Any kills the Vikings
They
can
have the
find
Viper
here
wall
are
set
gonna
up
be
deep.
very,
Look at where the
very
Viper
nice.
wall
Scary.
is. The Viper wall set up
Saadhak with
really,
the
really
wall bang.
deep
Crws
to
coming
play
through here. He's gonna
past
check out of the stove
the
pile. He
default
does.
spot.
foxz going to be traded out, but I mean, it's a 1v3. FRZ, I mean, he would have to kill everybody to get the Bladestorm online, so there's just no way that he could have it
X10 is
available
just
to try
pissed,
to
man. They're like, we got to
pop off
replay
here
this shit.
to get this clutch.
Fuck
Needs
it.
to rely on these
Just
sheriff
full
shots. We've
throttle
seen
right
people do
now.
it before. Spots out one. sScary's around at yellow. Tries to make them think that he's going to go going for the push. Now goes for it. The blind comes in, though, perfectly timed by Crws.
One more gun round,
sScary with
and
the
you're
peek
tied up.
Will shut him down. And X10 are within 1 round now of tying this up.
This is amazing. I mean, Patiphan is really picking it up. Now he's at even on that kill death. 16-16 here, getting up top, doing what he does best, carrying this team. Some great work around here by sScary. Nice setup. Good counter to the smoke there with the guiding light to spot out FRZ at the end. Just really, really exciting stuff here for X10. And this is their specialty, attack on Icebox. They were absolutely dominant against Team sets last time they did it. I think they won 8 out
Chat,
of 4.
they replayed the match and won the round. Okay?
And you can see why. They are fast,
It's 10-9.
furious, and they really know how to take advantage of those sight lines off of those toxic screens. Look at this. They're giving them a different look this time. And they're being really patient, though, are the Vikings. I like this adjustment.
Dark cover coming out to block off at green.
Oh
They take a couple shots, and that's going to be just about the full rotate now coming in from the Vikings. Slow creep up from FRZ, making his way out of A.
One guy's
over
already
towards
pushed
the
through
attacker
belt,
spawn.
so they
Try
are.
to get a decent little flank.
This
angle.
might
The
be a
rest of the
rough
squad
one for
situated
X10.
now on B. Drone here from foxz. Going to scout forward, spots the Killjoy shoulder.
They don't have that Viper wall. The Viper wall they wasted at A to sell like some sort of fake.
Still not seeing the spike getting.
It's going to be a
planted.
tough
The
round for
paranoia going to
X10,
be
man.
used.
This is going
They
to be
wait that
really,
out,
really
start pushing
tough.
in the corner. They're trying to get rid of the alarm bomb, but the peak is going to be so very
Yep.
good here for the Vikings. X10 getting ripped to shreds. foxz the last one to fall. Vikings, they stop the onslaught. They stop the momentum here from X10. It was so many rounds in a row, but now they are just 2 away from taking this.
Well, that time, that guiding light was a bit of a bait there for X10. They were, ready to push off of it. You can see they waited out, even though it gives the audio cue that it blinded somebody. Didn't blind sutecas, and he comes around the corner. Him and Sacy picking up 2 there in the finish. The triple for sutecas on the Omen. Very nicely done, and I like the patience from Vikings. I also like the idea by X10 to throw a different look with that toxic screen setup to try for B instead, but doesn't fool the Vikings.
Creative angle to get that dart through.
Oh,
RZ falling down to 50 HP.
almost.
The knives now going to be burned here from Patty. Does still have the Spectre to rely on. So we see the Hunter's Fury coming out from foxz, looking to try to get the track in. On
he didn't kill him.
Off. Can't quite make it happen, but Patty gets himself into prime position, finds the shot, shuts down the enemy killjoy. And now we see this is going to be X10 fully pulling out of the A site, starting to rotate over to B.
Yeah, you can see that there's only sutecas over here right now. There's the toxic screen over on the B, potentially being put up in just a second.
They might even still go back to A, depending on what
over towards mid
happens with Jet
going
here.
On over there, and most of the members.
I doubt it, but
Patiphan over on A though, he might be able to punish.
Oh, never mind. He's just on a full alert.
FRC still there to try to shut him down. He will manage to find that kill. Sushiboys gonna get dropped, but now a 3v3. There's the spike. Not yet planted, just waiting this one out. Push around the back. Crws has the lineup, manages to find two of them.
Man.
It's 3 kills for him so far in the round, and now it's all on FRC. He tries to get the
oh my
to the box,
God!
where the spike was
he
being
just spammed
planted.
him through the metal, the
X10
box or whatever.
Yet again, 1 round away from tying this up. This very well could be an OT.
I really love the idea here to keep Patiphan over there. It doesn't fool FRZ. He manages to pick it up, and all of a sudden it looked like it might be a good retake
that double
for the
was
Vikings,
so
but
huge.
Then Crws steps out, lines him up, knocks him down. Big moment there for him, and 11-10. My goodness, Achilleos, overtime. I'm feeling it.
As am I, but both these teams, they would love to avoid it at all costs. They don't want to get pushed into those extra innings. Shot instantly there, though, from
man.
A great peek into
Nice shot.
mid. Finds the headshot, pulls away just at the moment there as Sacy does push. They do manage to find 2 more. Crws and foxz both falling. Putting,
this Jet is
another one back, trying to keep them
owning.
in this game, keeping things even up.
Like, yeah, he overextends,
So
but holy, he is hitting every shot. He's feeling it right now.
With the spike carrier for now, they have to figure out where they want to route this spike. Seems like for now, it's going to be the inch forward here through green. Tekas peeking out, both of them.
Payback.
The wall.
Double.
Oh my God, he just gets the collat through onto sScary with the headshot. Incredible. Now it's all on Patty. He's inching forward. He hasn't checked left to look at yellow. And there you go, to the back of the skull. 4 kills.
Can't believe he didn't check it.
On the side of the Vikings. They yet again
all he had to do was just glance over.
1 away from closing out Icebox. X10 need to win 2 straight if they want to take us into overtime.
I mean, Patty's his spatial senses just kind of left him a little bit there at the end of this. But sutecas here again. We saw it Crws last round. Now it's sutecas' turn. Easy lineup, easy double right there. And I was kind of hoping that X10 would re-rotate back towards A. They had their Cypher utility over there to kind of check on if any members of Vikings were lurking out. No one was. They could have made a re-rotate potentially, but they opted to try to push into B, and they paid the price.
Well, now drone to start. Just trying to scout out. Get the word that GTN's playing. On the side of the map, they know that he has that showstopper available. No Hunter's Fury to try to counteract this lockdown as well that will almost certainly be used.
Oh, that was so close.
Sacy going to be eliminated. GTN with a showstopper does manage to find Crws, however. Turning one back, but foxz pushes forward, manages to find him. sScary going to be taken down. That's the Viper's Pit now dropping the spike. Recovered.
Oh my
The
God.
lockdown getting ready to go off as foxz barely makes it out of that radius within time. But again,
no, he didn't have to do that. He could have just left.
They're looking to move over towards B. So Tekas is still.
All right, whatever.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering.
He could have ran the other way. He had plenty of time. He didn't need to rush in.
Just in the nick of time.
He almost got him though.
With that smoke, getting a pretty good sight
he
line.
didn't need to. He could have dipped with the boys.
It's a good pair.
It's okay. The boys got it. The boys got it. This Jet is owning.
That is going to be absolutely huge here for the side of X10 to try to keep
no
the ball
way
rolling.
He peeks,
They
dude.
go for the double peek.
What is happening? This is crazy. They're just flying.
Like it's all on FRZ. Needs to clean
It was a double peek, but I think it was a double peek by accident, honestly.
All right, let's see if he can do it. Oh, yeah.
That slows him up and gives his position away.
I don't
see
think
they're covering all angles here.
Yeah, too surprising at all. What's going on with this? You can see sushiboys gonna push up, and he's not gonna be able to do it. FRZ gets 1, 2 more to go.
It's a little bit of damage into him. Oh man, the reload, the timing is there. foxz goes on the peak, gets the shutdown to keep their hopes alive, their heads above the water. X10, one more round to go. Do we finally see an overtime?
I think we will. I really like the adjustment here by X10. Things kind of fell apart on A. You lose the Viper's pit, and immediately they back off, head over to B, which is way more open. Sutecas kind of uncharacteristically misses the lineup underneath his smoke, and just really isn't A. And you can see he kind of shot into the yellow because he was frustrated. And that, I don't know if that really cost him that much against Patiphan, but it is what it is.
Oh, Blade Storm off the bat here. Buddy.
They're swinging.
Also online. Tries to go for the shots. Doesn't manage to get the hits.
Holy crap, man. They're moving so quick. Look at how far they are.
Push forward. The neural theft going to be coming in from sushiboys.
I think they lost this round,
great angle. They're prepped for it. They shut down the Omen. The drop down coming through. Foxz.
No, why did he trust your teammate, man?
Out. Sutecas manages to find that crucial kill. Now he's looking through window. Spots one. Goes for the weapon swap, drawing out with the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
moving up, manages to find one. It's going to be a 1v2.
13-11 is what that is.
Foxz all on his lonesome. The dart coming
they're
through.
Moving. They're moving quick.
Dropped. They line up for him,
but just a little too quick.
Come in. FRZ gets the last kill of the map. 13-11. Damn close, but they can't quite.
God, they're moving a little too fast. By that I mean like they're too hungry to fight. Like right there, if that Jet most definitely saw his teammate flanking the guy, but the Jet peeked. If the Jet just stood there and hid behind that box, his teammate gets the flank, and now it's a 3v3 rather than a 3v2.
Sova in for the Vikings. Well, let's just look and see what they pick.
All right, what do they got?
Yep,
X10, Sage, Sky, Astra, Killjoy, Sova. What map are we on?
All right, well,
we're on Ascent.
Shocking. Still going to be Viperless here. We do have a couple teams that
Vikings
like to run
with
the
Phoenix,
Ascent,
Sova, Killjoy, Raze.
Avoided for the time being, so nothing too shocking here. But
well, wait.
All right, well,
over onto the Sage. This is going to be a major.
I like X10's comp. I like it. I dig it. I think it works.
Because I just assumed he was going to be playing Jet, but him on Sage. What in the world is this going to look like? I mean, now my eyes are thoroughly focused on Patiphan to see what he's going to look like on a Sage instead of Jet. I mean, he is predominantly a Jet player. I mean, when's the last time he even
Jet would be? I feel like
he hasn't even played Sage this year, right? Well, has he? I don't even know, man. Like it's been like.
I feel like if he stuck to his Jet, that'd be sick. But maybe they have a plan. So.
Scary as well. Moving off the Viper now over on.
They have the plan. Stick to the plan, right?
Some of these pushes from the side of the Vikings as they do.
Always stick to the plan.
On the attack, straight out the gate. Looking like a little shoulder peek, just jiggling around into mid. Foxz going to be pulling back away from the dark cover, starting to rotate over towards that alley access to B.
Mid to B.
That's going to be the curveball push.
Oh my God.
Joking. I thought he was going to get traded
Nasty.
out there, but no. He comes up huge. Patty follows up for another, and this
they
is
just got
a flawless round right now for X10 at the start of this defense.
Oh, this is X10 doing their homework. This is exactly the
you don't need a duelist
that the Vikings did against Sharks on this.
I don't know what's up with this duelist shit. You don't need a duelist.
Right through mid on the pistol round and just try to make it work. Does not fool X10 at all.
You are the duelist, chat. You are the duelist.
Enormous.
I don't think you realize.
There you go.
A duelist is the player,
flawless for X10.
Not the character.
What a statement start here on Ascent. A huge round for them. And let's go ahead. Yeah,
so blind, dude.
Just, yep. There you go. Just leaping around like a bunch of blind fools, just getting mowed down.
That's a great guiding light right there. That's 3 of them, and makes for easy pickings, particularly with that frenzy. So very well anti-stratted here by X10. Now on the follow-up, I'm really curious to see what the Vikings do.
Me?
On their eco round. There is one frenzy in the hands for Sacy.
Potty's still going to be sticking through with a frenzy. Foxz here with that ghost. Blind comes through.
Oh my God, that's...
Finds Sutecas now into the corner.
Oh my God.
Onto FRZ's head. Oh my God. It is just an absolute
nice little flawless
gallery right now. Do we have back-to-back flawlesses? Can they make it happen? It's looking good for them, and they will, in fact, do it again.
Cash money.
Back-to-back Prime Gaming flawlesses here for X10.
I would upgrade. Honestly, if I was X10, I'd get some rifles.
we get some actual weapons in the hands of Vikings. Let's see if they can use them to finally put a kill on the board.
Yeah, I'm really curious what the Vikings are going to want to run. They really like to establish mid-control early, and it falls apart. X10 we're very prepared for this. Very good homework being done. Now, let's see if they try to go over to A with the rifle round to the Vikings. What exactly is going to be the difference? Because this is just a massacre.
How many rifles they got? How many upgrades they do?
X10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brutal start.
Okay. The only person that had the ghost, I think, bought A.
Boost. He gets himself up over towards B lobby. He's going to force out the use of the nano swarm here from Saadhak. He's worried about that push coming in even further. So even when he's not on the Jet, he finds way to make Jet plays. Spots out one. That's going to be the boom bot destroyed. And he'll just go ahead and pull back.
So much aggression right there.
Jet right now. Someone needs to remind him. Man, oh man.
He's like, oh, well, now I can heal myself, so screw it. I'm just going to go in deep.
Yeah, I could do all the things I could do with Jet, but I could also heal and res people occasionally.
Yeah, and he can get healed as well by Crws, so they can just top each other up if they need to. Well, the wall now going to be destroyed.
The Reyna for the real tank comp here.
Yeah. Just never dying. Always healing. Spray through the smoke.
They wait. Look how much time they wasted. They have to sit here and they have to re-clear mid.
Well, as I say that.
They have to re-clear mid, make sure nobody's here, and now they can get into whatever strat that they wanted to do. Look at the time right now.
Going to be recovered. It seems like this will end up being an A hit at the end of the day. Still going to be 3 members-ish over by this
They know they're
side.
coming A. They have to at this point.
And foxz set up.
They got that up.
Boom. Not gonna find anything. The nano swarm. Chip it
The
away.
head.
Oh my
God.
foxz gets the headshot with the vandal.
Oh my God.
That shock dart. Won't get a connection. Doesn't find any additional damage. They are in onto the site with the spike getting planted just below.
Okay.
L, or just outside of it rather. GTN with a very nice
GTN
will shut down Patty.
About to pop off.
The healing gone. We'll see if X10 can.
They can still lose this round. It's still SMGs versus rifles.
There's so much pressure on sutecas over at main.
I don't know why he peeked so early. His team wasn't even ready, man.
Off for now. GTN gonna be watching up towards heaven. Gonna get the headshot. Gets traded out in return. There's another one underneath hell. Looking pretty good here.
They're good.
Yeah,
they're good. They're good. They're good. It's close.
Through as Sacy will manage to find the last 2 kills in the round. So Vikings, they do get some kills on the board. They do get that round victory. See if X10 can reply, as they do have enough money, obviously, to buy some rifles here for themselves.
Wait, why did they? Why does X10 have the win?
Economic build-up that we're seeing.
I just noticed that right now.
Here with a round win.
So even though there's a lot of attention being paid at the main door here for X10, there's nobody up in heaven, and that allows Vikings to get pretty deep in here, get the plant down, and set up their crossfires. One thing that really impressed me about the Vikings in my VOD review was their post-plant setups on A. They really do a good job of covering each other.
That's why it sucks on a bonus to not at least upgrade. Oh my God.
Whoops. Well,
that's why it sucks to not at least upgrade some rifles. Because if X10 had more than one rifle, they probably would have won that round. But they all had SMGs.
Like, you have the advantage. You're
so sometimes it's worth it to upgrade just a couple more. Drop 1 SMG, maybe 2. Have 2 SMGs, 3 rifles.
Huge opening now for the side of X10.
And I don't feel like, you don't expect it with that ferocity. With a Sage, normally it'd be a Raze or a Jet doing that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of like other Sages, that we have in the Korean region that are like this, and I feel like Zest maybe and Stacks occasionally when they would play it on Icebox. But other than that, like, we don't have too many battle Sages over on this side of the world. But Patty, huge performance from him so far. Ton of damage getting pushed out onto the members of Vikings now as they're going to be planting in the same little spot here. Flame wall going to be called up. 2 members hovering around hell.
Shooting all the squids.
He's trying to make his way through that wall, but takes quite a bit of damage. On the drop down there, foxz going to be eliminated. Wall comes in to block off Sacy.
Jeez, they walled main.
Saadhak still hovering here in hell, lines up one, but
they're
is
so
ready
fast. Oh my God.
Patiphan manages to find 3 kills in the round. The defuse going to be handed over to him so he can get that res online for the next round. And that's going to be 3-1 now for X10 with a very dominant start to this defense.
Oh my goodness, this wall is so smart from Patiphan. Completely cuts off Sacy and just makes it so difficult for them to do anything. All of a sudden, all these gorgeous crossfires that the Vikings like to set up are just eliminated. Everybody's stuck in hell. Just so smart here from X10. I am so impressed with their ability to adjust on the fly, round to round. You can see there, Give him that peace symbol, my friend. Well done. Very well done by Patiphan.
I absolutely love this guy. He's so fun to have. You know, this is why player cams are great. This is why LAN is great. We can get these reactions where they just ham it up. I'm sure Patty is going to be finding a huge influx of followers on his Twitch and Twitter after this one.
As he should. He's earned it. He's looking fantastic here today.
Oh, Boombot not going to be able to make his way in through tree. Will not locate sScary. Will get smoked off here for the moment. Spraying through.
Not much is going to happen from Vikings this round. Like, yeah, if they hit a nice shot, maybe, but...
Who's there?
I don't know.
Gives the ping out, but Vikings kind of backing off.
I got mid control. That's pretty good. They're like all the way up in mid, and that could be huge.
So important on ascent for the attacker side. If they can
it really just comes down to like, will somebody hit a sheriff shot? Will somebody get spammed through smoke? Ooh.
Lockdown for them as well. Gonna push sScary around. Gonna try to take it down.
I wanted to see what would happen with that ult.
sScary gonna get it. Take it down. Very nicely done.
Yeah,
they're just stuck in market.
Find too much. It also wasn't really going to lock off the B side at all, so it wouldn't have displaced anybody. You know, that would have been hovering around.
Oh no, that's a bad gun for this.
Drone will get the dart onto him. Great headshot there from FRZ. Takes down foxz. sScary, however, spotting them, trying to get the wall bang. Doesn't manage to find it. Res is going to be used. Sushiboys eliminated. Displaced from the site now. It's open. The retake has to come in. That's a great start. Managing to find one as he prepared for the close angle. He is not. Saadhak strikes him down with a frenzy. Shock dart from Sacy as well. Finds sScary.
Just too fast, man. Your two boys aren't even ready yet.
Crws presses in,
I get it. You're probably going to win this round. Oh, wait.
Gets rid of the enemy sky.
Okay.
But foxz is ready.
Slow it down a little bit, man. You had 4. You went in with 2.
Now on the board for X10.
Yeah,
holy.
Patiphan comes in there, and it felt like he might have been going in a little bit early, a little bit ahead of his teammates, but he gets a lot of information, at least, on what's going on that site.
I actually didn't think they were going to get much done that round,
come in,
but they almost won.
Both sides here. Look at this. They're hitting it at the same time. Guiding light over, followed up by Crws and foxz, doing a really nice job. Sacy gets the information, just not able to find the shot. foxz is ready for him around the corner. Very nicely done here by X10. Another good retake for them, and really good patience on this. And you know, it's kind of a weird situation when you have the lockdown and they have the Hunter's Fury, right, Achilles? Like it's kind of like a rock paper scissors game. Do you use it now? Do you hang on to it? It's kind of a tough decision to make.
It's credit where it's due. Still a really good round.
Wait, have we seen any ops? I feel like I haven't seen anyone op this game. Like Icebox too, unless I'm just misremembering.
See the Spectre coming through, the Guardian there.
Was there op? Has anyone opt yet?
So aren't going to be on a completely full.
Has there been ops in play, or maybe they decided no ops? Who knows?
So it was a very good eco at the end of the day, but it's X10 who still maintain a nice little 3-round streak here, keeping their heads well above the Vikings. FRZ getting chunked at the 26, gonna have to top himself back up with a hot
on Vikings.
So pulls back off a short.
Oh yeah, okay.
All right, sutecas gonna be making his way towards mid, silently up here.
There's one round.
Door is already closed though, so they're gonna make their way through there.
It's
they're
crazy.
Make a little noise to get in. So the reinforcements now making their way into B main with spike in hand. Killjoy there.
Vikings is gonna keep taking advantage of this. This worked. What they did here worked well on a round without like a half buy. And this is a full buy, so maybe just maybe this will work.
Save them all from pushing through B main. Will make their way out with the help of that blind from the curveball. FRZ finds Sushiboys.
I think it's gonna work. I think it's a Vikings round right now.
Opening kill. And now
they did it so well with. They did it so well with no guns, and now they have guns. Let me right.
Teleports over to the side. Can exit back through B lobby, rejoin with the rest of the squad, or continue to play lurk here. Try to cut off any market access. sScary going to be eliminated now as he tries to push forward. One Guardian kill to be found. Now it's just Crws left alive. Starting to inch his way backward. Wants to recover this Vandal and hold on to it. Or not.
Yeah, this is...
Does he want the Guardian? Okay, he wants the Guardian. Never mind.
All right.
You do you.
Was it out of bullets or something? That's the only thing I can think. I didn't check. But, oh, he's just going to try to wait, see if he can maybe pop ahead on the exit. But nobody from Vikings is going there. This time around, though, Achilles, Vikings really making a very nice adjustment, being very patient, waiting for the right moment to strike, and catches X10 kind of not really ready. It's fast and furious. They get to run it back to take Sushiboy down around the corner. That was fantastic work from the Vikings. Adjustments after adjustments from both of these teams, and now mid-control established by the Vikings. What's going to be the response?
Yeah, he didn't
from
drop it
X10
there
is my
because I'm
real
assuming he
question.
might have
And
thought
this is
somebody was
sutecas.
tiles.
I got to give him so much credit here. He is playing fantastic.
He didn't want to make
right now
noise,
in these
right?
lurks when he's asked to hold down sights by himself.
So he
on
waited,
high
cleared
spots. He's doing a
tiles,
great
then came
job
back.
over on B. Just a really impressive stuff from him.
Yeah, a wonderful lurk to really ensure that that was going to be irredeemable from the side of X10. And again, looking for this boost setup. Gravity well finds one, but the recon bolt will find Pike.
Holy, you're
Gonna
dead.
have to pull back,
You're
takes a little
dead.
bit of damage, clears out that recon.
It's over.
Shock dart, not quite going to connect.
Unless.
But sScary already eliminated.
All right.
Here's the headshot lineup. GTN getting some revenge earlier after that peek in B lobby.
Oh my god.
Follows
He's
the
owning.
Crws, and this is just looking like a very done round. I mean, Sheriff round purchase, you know, here for the side of X10. Not going to be feeling the most confident about closing this out. And now with just sushiboys on his lonesome. He's going to try to pull back, but they are going to very much
There you go.
hunt for him as
They had
get
one
ready to
gun.
set the spike up at B.
They try to do something crazy with the one
Yeah,
gun.
It's a sheriff in a dream here. Not going to happen. GTN going to find his third of the round, and the Vikings doing a fantastic job. They sensed that Patiphan was going to get aggressive because immediately the boom bot and the recon dart were there in clock tower. They were ready for this, and they punish it. The aggressiveness from X10 is their response to the mid-control established by Vikings in the previous round, but the Vikings back off, set up the angles to take them out as they try to push through. And a great headshot around the corner there for GTN, making up for
Nice
that little
shot.
whoopsie early on.
Yep, gets 3 kills there in that flawless round. So very nicely done. They do manage to put one on the board for themselves. So now 3 to 4, keeping it close.
with that angle hold there, I don't think Patiphan's coming through there this time. He's still chilling out.
He's
Back in the
lurking
spawn.
way in the spawn.
Vikings knows. Vikings like, these guys are crazy. They're just running at us. Let's just chill. Hold B main
None of
for a
those
little
were in the
bit,
last
hold back a
90
mid,
games.
hold
Yeah, I
A
was gonna
main.
say,
And then they realize, like, okay, they're not coming.
Sure. I don't think he would
Let's
just be
go.
like,
Let's
"Yeah,
go do
screw
what
you.
we're gonna
I
do.
played that half a year ago. Let me bring it back out. But it's been working a treat for the most part. Definitely.
I don't like that wall.
To it.
Well, he's had some really good ideas. That wall to cut off A main earlier was fantastic. Drone out ahead to Scout, gonna get shot down. Smoke is in, trying to gravity well. That's a good one.
That was scary.
Yep, spray does come through. They manage to get the kill there onto FRZ. Obviously, still going to be halfway to that run it back, so not able to have it yet. We'll see that from the shadows getting used. Sutecas putting himself over at Market,
no.
gets the headshot in onto Patty. Now looks to break down this Market door. Does have 2 members waiting for him. Play this a little bit slower as he waits for the rest of his squad to rotate over from A. They gets a spot there onto foxz, who pulls back over onto the site. Looks to jump up on the opposite side. Lockdown is used at A. They think that this is still going to be an A hit. They think that this is going to be just the Omen trying to distract, but this is in fact going to be the B. Great shutdown there
Good
on foxz.
flash.
Does manage to find GTN interrupting, making sure the showstopper doesn't find any value. Sutecas gets rid of foxz.
Ooh.
Crws finds one.
He
Can't
just
snap on
got it
Sacy
in
fast
time,
enough,
dude.
however, and will get taken down. Now it's going to be a 2v2 for the attempted retake. This is when you would love to have this lockdown, but they've already burned it.
Good wall.
Yeah, here comes the Cosmic Divide,
Oh,
though. Sacy
God.
getting it done around the corner. Gets the headshot on the sushiboys. Woo!
Might not matter at all. Turret has to be broken down, tucks his way down into the corner. Spots out Sacy, looks for the push, but as he presses out, will get pinched from both sides. 3 kills there for Sacy, and Vikings, they tie us up 4-4.
Man, what a clutch there from the Sova. Gets that kill with the
That was
Phantom.
close.
Is able
What was that
to
sword?
get
It's the new
plant
skins
down
coming out.
Just in the
they're
nick
coming out
of
soon,
time.
right?
Another fantastic lurk here from sutecas, but this round is all Sacy. Another failed entry by GTN. Those blast packs aren't fooling anybody. Then he's able to hold it down from Bolts, and doing a very nice job there at the end. Picks up his 3rd kill. Huge, huge play.
Yeah, absolutely incredible from him. Great for them to go ahead
No.
and tie up the map.
No,
Pause,
dude.
however, so
No.
get back into the action. See who will be able to take a lead here. X10, I mean, what an explosive start for them, but this has been a major turnaround. Vikings absolutely taking prevalence here on the map now, both, you know, just explosively and economically. So ball is very much in their court. X10 gonna have to try to bounce back after these losses.
It was a great early read by X10 on the pistol round and the follow-up, knowing that they like to try to pressure through mid. Good adjustments onto the A attacks by Vikings, putting the wall up to cut off main. It's a great back and forth. Then the Vikings able to successfully push through into market, pretty much undetected. Even
All right, well,
they use that as an opportunity to be patient, let their teammates get into B main, and then all strike at the same time. And then after that, they wait for X10. They read him like a book in that follow-up.
This might be another
just
20 minutes,
a very
maybe.
big misread from sushiboys. I mean, he thinks that the hit is still going to be happening on B, so throws that down to try and dissuade them from pushing forward. But, I mean, Vikings, they wore this play on their sleeve. They said, no, we are going into B. This Omen is not baiting. He is just opening things up for us and trying to scout for some information. So they end up burning the lockdown. They don't even get the Hunter's Fury out of Sacy to try to trade.
I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. You guys should go take a break as well. Go stand up, go walk around, go open a window.
We'll see how they reply once we can get back into game. Because, after the last pause, hopefully, granted, it doesn't go that long, but after the last one, they had a very explosive return. So maybe this little brief reprieve is exactly what they need to get their heads back into the game. But obviously, coach is not going to be in comms with the players during this moment. Just have to stay situated, not getting any sort of strategic advice.
I thought you made a really great point there about that lockdown. These hard reads that X10 has made a couple times here in this match against the Vikings. Like, remember back on Icebox when they just hard stacked B? They just assumed that Vikings were going to do that, and it's kind of flopped for them a couple times here in that lockdown, and a similar thing where they just are like, all right, they're definitely going to be hitting A. Let's push them back and buy some more time because the clock is ticking down. And if they guess right, to be fair, if they guess right on that lockdown, then they probably win that round because there isn't enough time to plan.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't go their way, unfortunately. See the players and the coaching staff waiting patiently for this to be resolved so we can get back into the action, see how things are going to unfold. 8 rounds gone, so 4 more to go here in the half. We'll see, again, who is going to be able to take this lead. X10, they really need this map. This has been their bread and butter throughout all of 2021, so if they can't get the win on Ascent, then it becomes a very dire situation for them. In the tournament overall, it would send them down into the lower bracket. And if they can't win on a map where you're 15-1, that's just rough tidings, and that can really, mess with you mentally as well.
For sure. And Ascent, even though, again, that Vikings lost the last time they played Sharks in the finals at the Brazil qualifiers. They did beat them on the previous time because it was a loser's
Everything's fine.
I like this.
Nothing happened.
I like that we've killed 2 birds with 1 stone. We decided to go straight from the technical pause into the tactical timeout. I mean, this makes sense. There's already a lull in the action. Use this now so you can actually communicate with the coaches and, get a little bit of a mental reset to come in here and try to find success in this 9th round.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really, really curious. We've got the Bucky, a Spectre in the hands here on an eco round for X10. So this one's going to be a little bit tricky for sure. What exactly is Patiphan thinking?
When are Sentinels playing? In 4 hours or something, 3-4 hours.
Set a wall again. Is that
It'll probably be 5 hours, honestly, at this point.
Don't really see ever since the changes realistically to the Bucky. That gun has fallen by the wayside very much so, at least in the Korean region in particular. We don't see it too much. We did see a double kill on short with a shorty just yesterday, so who knows what's possible realistically. But this is a very aggro, turtled up defense now.
Yeah, I think the Vikings just being very cautious, knowing the economic situation here, of course, that, close range weapons are going to be in the hand. In fact, there's 2 Buckies in the hands of X10, a Spectre as well for Crws. The Sheriff's usually pretty powerful for X10, but they feel comfortable enough going for these. There are a lot of bottlenecks. You can utilize these guns on Ascent. Like you mentioned,
the Bucky is back.
Double shorty in this exact same spot almost.
You can see that curveball getting ready from FRZ. Snaps the fingers. There it goes.
Nice.
Catch 1. sushiboys, the same time, gets the headshot through onto the enemy.
The Bucky.
So a 2-for-1
the flash.
Given the weapon
tried
here for the side of X10, that is absolutely massive for them. They will pull back. They're getting the read correctly that this is going to end up being a B rotation. The Seekers go out.
Oh, this is scary for Vikings. This is really scary for
Line
Vikings.
comes through. They go in for the push. One Bucky shot, not going to net the
No,
kill. Another
did he
one
just
into
right-click?
the chest
No, I think he
of
left
GTN.
it.
Doesn't finish him off, but the Hunter's Fury will. Hopping through in onto the side. Saadhak not quite ready for Sushi Boys.
All right, play this together, boys. Play this together. I guess they couldn't really play it together, but still.
The cleanup will be there.
Well, they could have. He could have hit back, back boat. Waited.
At the end of the day, or Bucky there for Sushi Boys.
It's a thrifty.
Okay, he got the Bucky, but yes, it is going to be a thrifty victory.
Wait, he picked up a Bucky?
Fantastically done by X10.
Oh, he might have not been in range.
Up that round
Good
win.
gun.
I mean, I just got to scratch my head a little bit here on this push through a really tight corners area on a round where you know your opponent is likely to have guns that, even if it's just sheriffs, are better at close range. And it just doesn't pan out. I would have preferred to see either A main or B main slow pushes there for Vikings, see if they can get some picks.
Ooh, this could
range,
work out. They don't know he's up there.
Oh,
There's
man.
Patiphan.
Look
Yeah.
at this. He's just changing up these boost locations. They're not prepared for it. The dark cover is actually just completely denying vision of the wall. Had they been able to see that, they would have fully been able to anticipate.
Oh,
that
he
is gonna be
dropped
boosted
the
up on
Phantom.
top of it. And he just comes up with this quick kill.
Looked like a Bucky.
Picking out sutecas now. Looking for the A
Ion.
side spike being brought around through Gelato at the moment here by Saadhak, but Sushi Boys situated in onto the site already finds one. FRZ going to be eliminated. We'll have to run it back for the next round, but unable to utilize it here right now. GTN trying to push his way in through tree. Sushi Boy still holding the angle, trying to pre-spray him. Will manage to get his skull in the end as Saadhak falls to the off shot from foxz. Hunter's Fury from Sacy just basically saying, like, yep, I'm right over here by wine. Now
He's
got
screwed.
A full peak ready for him. As he swings around this corner, there you go. The off shot put him in the grave.
Finally an
6-4,
off and play.
X10
Let's go.
Bouncing back yet again. They give themselves a nice little 2-round stretch lead.
These initial cheeky maneuvers that Patiphan is able to pull out with these walls really is a game changer right now. It throws the Vikings into complete disarray. They force the issue through short A. I mean, and then they just get mowed down trying to go through the door. They lose 2 in the process, and they're stuck out in A main, and what are you going to do? It's just really, really good stuff here from X10. Great read on these follow-up rounds after our tech pause.
Well, let's see if they can keep that going. Or if Vikings can turn this around.
They have so much
into
stuff
their
set up
favor.
here.
Slow orb coming out over to A main. So they start inching their way forward. FRZ just going to be eliminated.
Way
in that
too
section for the
early.
moment.
Way too early.
Up on top and
They wasted everything.
Hand, but he's going to be the first one to fall.
They weren't even out yet.
Finds the kill. Blind is going to be good. They find one kill as Crws takes out GTN, but it is just going to be an absolute slaughter here at the hands of the Vikings. Just one remaining member here as it's going to be foxz, and he just fearlessly.
They had it set up.
through the
They had the
door
setup for A, but they
and is
wasted
greeted with death.
everything.
I
Almost
appreciate
instantly.
the chutzpah that he showed right there, but it doesn't get anything done.
You got an Odin and a dream, man. Just go for it. Why not? Oh, man. Great entry here for the Vikings, though. You know, putting the smoke up into heaven. You know, they kind of avoid a lot of Saadhak's utility. A lot of it's more focused at the door. Now you can see they're putting it back towards B main this time. Or excuse me, A main, seeing if they can maybe catch them off. But it's a full stack over on the B side right now, but it looks like it could be a mid push. Patiphan gets forced out. Good nano swarm there. To
Damn,
keep
they're
him
flying
blockaded
up
as
mid
the
to
push
B.
is on.
I like
But
this.
it is back onto the Odin yet again, which they are going to be very well aware of. Spraying away. Saadhak looking to match him, though. As mentioned. Tekos manages to find one. Saadhak following up for a second kill as Crws will fall.
Owning,
foxz, it
man.
looks so
Vikings
good for
is
just a
owning
moment.
right
Pushes
now.
the corner, had the line,
All right,
but
they tied it
only
up
managed to
6-6. Let me get
find
back
one
up.
Kill. Quite a bit of damage going to be pushed out, however, onto the enemy Killjoy, who has since used the lockdown. No way to clear this out. foxz eliminated, and no Hunter's Fury still. Sentry set up here in mid, but Sushi Boys turns his back. They get the kill. Pressing forward, sScary will find Sacy as he look to advance up. Certainly could be a winnable situation as from the shadows there from sutecas will push himself into the back of sight. Saadhak is ready in alley. Gets 3 with the Odin here in the round to tie us up 6-6 in the first half.
Man, what a first half between these two teams. Great back and forths, great counter reads on each other, great adjustments being made. I mean, every round is different. Every time they're trying something different. This time, again, just, you know, pushing through mid very effectively for the Vikings, and they just swarm through into the.
But now
that was a really effective round for them. Wow.
But now we have X10 on attack. We saw how good this was from them, almost running it back on Icebox. They're starting here with, you know, one round better.
What is
than we saw
X10
from
doing?
them on that last map.
2 back mid, 3
Let's see what they get done.
tiles.
Pistol round to
Gonna
start this
what?
map off
Oh my
was
god, they're gonna all
absolutely
fight mid
insane.
right now because they're gonna
So
fight
I'm
for control mid
anticipating
too.
This
This is gonna be a brawl.
This
This is gonna be a brawl, dude.
So passing past each other like ships in the night, and instantly 2 kills come through. Patty only able to respond with 1. Now follows up for a second. Hot hands into the corner. They know exactly where he is.
They got owned.
And it's going to be a very swift cleanup there. No time passing whatsoever.
That was a
in that
fast round.
Vikings, they strike
That might have been the
quickly, they
fastest
strike
round
cleanly.
this tournament.
They have 3 left alive, and now they are in the lead 7-6.
I mean, this is literally a mirror almost of what happened in the last pistol round. The Vikings have 2 in short, 2 here at the door, and they're just ready for it. I mean, just it's a complete massacre. It's a great crossfire. Everybody from X10 just runs out into the fountain area, and there's nowhere for them to go. They're just dead at that point. I mean, it's just a great read by the Vikings.
GTN's going all in on this one. He's got the Phantom. So buying it down to 0. Quite a bit of damage there on a Fox Shock Dart. Oh my god, it takes him down to 3 HP. Obviously can receive heals from Pipe. Crws does not have his available.
X10 can't do anything this round. They didn't invest anything. They didn't buy any abilities. They didn't buy any guns, no armor, nothing. X10's going to lose this round. They'll be lucky to even get 1 kill.
Check coming in. Throwing out a right click, trying to get that hit.
Ooh, nice.
Clean. Just holding things down. 3 kills for him so far. Push forward to the back of the blinds. There's the cleanup. Sacy will manage to find 2, and it's going to be yet another flawless round presented by Prime Gaming here for the side of the Vikings. They're second on the map.
Gun round?
Yeah, both of our anti-eco rounds are flawlesses. This time it's going to be Vikings coming out, winning the pistol, winning the follow-up. Sutecas again doing a wonderful job here. Patiphan a little bit late there on the follow-up.
I would have liked to at least, if you're not going to invest anything in the round, I would have at least liked to see the team play together rather than just run around. You know? Like at least do something together, 5-man something, 3-2 split something. Like they just kind of ran around.
Across the board. Recon Bolt.
Oh my god.
Over here at the lobby. Well,
oh my god.
They'll break through 1, but Body still using the boost. Manages
to
find a kill. The follow-ups are going to be there. And do we just see a return fire?
Vikings just ran up mid and B at the same time. That's actually kind of cool. But that wall.
Looks like they're going to be coming within touching distance of Vikings. So they look to move up 7 to 8.
That wall kind of screwed him up, honestly.
Lurking out, pushes through the Astra smoke.
That wall ruined it completely for them. They were trying to crunch. They were trying to crunch on tiles. Smoke back a mid, run up, double mid, double B main, crunch tiles.
There we go. The best
they couldn't do it because of the wall.
A flawless round is with one of your own. X10 keeping things so very tight-knit.
They're trying to do something.
They were trying to do something weird with their SMGs, their bonus.
This is just incredible. I mean, look at Patiphan. And they're just ready for this push. It's so aggressive by the
Vikings. That wall
saved
them,
for
sure.
From B main
that wall
and
literally
right
saved
the
him.
Dead center of mid, and Patiphan getting up there is able to cover so much ground. He's just a turret up on top of that wall, able to see everything that's going on. And you can see, I don't think Vikings are too bothered. I think they were trying something a little cheeky there. Still some money here. Only the Bulldog for Sacy, but everybody else able to get the guns. GTN only on half armor after, like you know, accurately pointed out earlier, he did full buy on that Phantom, and that's causing him to be a little bit short here in this round.
Barzy currently waiting over there at A with the hot hands in case he hears somebody going for the Old Orb tank.
Weird.
No one playing on that side of the map. Closest is going to be sushiboys. He's lurking up the top mid at the moment. Won't be able to spot too much. Drone's going to be moving out. Fox trying to get some vision here around Pizza and Market. Drone does expire there right at the end. See what the play is going to be. Recon up over towards Pizza. Won't find too much of anything here. So they start inching forward. Hawk moving up. Does get the blind to connect. doesn't really tell them exactly where this Killjoy is going to be at. Another Hawk flying through. Slow orb in the corner just in case somebody's still playing in market. They will be able to clear that angle, but
they pulled a couple of them A for a second, and now they're flying up.
Vision. This causes the reroute now over towards the A site.
Ooh.
Coming in, a great peek from FRZ, manages to find Crws. Fox going to be eliminated as well. Recon Bolt chucked in, manages to spot one.
Oh, they lost this round.
Push comes in. Putty.
No way they're going to pull this off. This is not going to happen. X10 lost.
Trying to keep their hopes alive here in the round, but GTN takes out another one, follows up for a second. sushiboys falls. sScary tries to make it happen, but will get killed off in the end. 2-round lead here yet again for Vikings. It just feels like
if they're going to do that, they need to pressure A main.
They go blow for blow.
If they're going to do what they just tried to do, they need to pressure A main so that this player cannot be in A main. They lost because of the Phoenix. FRZ played A main because nobody was A main, and that's why they lost.
And then the crossfires are just
so in the future they gotta pressure A main. They gotta take control of it and then try to do what they just tried to do right there.
There hasn't been a lot of attention played to the alt orbs. They just kind of left there. And especially with the Phoenix, I thought there'd be more aggression, particularly for FRZ. Ooh.
Not too bad there for Saadhak. Trying to catch him through the wall. Can't quite make that happen. Hottie thinking about boosting on top of the ult orb box. Trying to get view through that tiny little window and try to pick off somebody here at the B site. Not quite going to happen. They might not know it, but we can tell from the silhouettes. These guys are standing shoulder to shoulder right now. Crws and Saadhak just waiting. As Sacy, he's ready for that potential boost. You can see him staring at that window.
They know they're here. Like, this is just obvious.
Someone's in there for sure. That recon dart getting shot down.
Nothing's happening, Cat. Nothing's happening, A main.
Saadhak not going to be able to win that one. Crws is going to.
I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he just did that.
Yeah, but he throws it right into the middle, not into the corner. So will not be able to get the hit there onto Crws.
No way they're rotating.
Damage. See the heal just waiting. Potty now thinking about going for the boost yet again. Seekers.
Grimwall.
The lead for them.
He messed it up a little. Well,
does manage. Spot out.
Usually you do it the other way, but
gets the headshot. Will become blinded, however. Great hawk there from Crws.
That was weird.
Goes ahead.
That was a weird round.
Omen gets the headshot to finish him off. Another spike can be planted. X10 looking to yet again.
Vikings just walked through a smoke to die, and then they were set up for it. They had 3 B, 1 Cat, 1 A. They were set up for the B hit. They felt out the B hit, but they decided to walk through the smoke and die, and then they rotated A.
Top curveball coming through, not going to be able to get the blind onto anybody. Fox goes for the peek as the instant headshot there onto FRZ.
Right.
Knows a GTN.
All right, I guess. Okay.
Him. The Vikings raise does manage to capitalize on that moment, but now
Ooh.
they're at a disadvantage. They even it up. They get the advantage now. It's going to be sushiboys by himself, and the showstopper will knock him out of the park. A huge play from GTN and Sacy to go ahead and close out.
That was scary. All right.
They do not let X10 nip at their heels any further. They take the lead.
It's a good thing those 2 players were still alive.
Yet again. Now 3 rounds up.
Holy
3
shit.
more to go to close out Ascent and close out this series.
Why does this guy just have his utility out? What is he doing?
Sacy coming up big, getting the double transfers right over so well into sScary, and then the finish there. My goodness. But I thought this round was done when Fox came through B main, got the pick, because all 3 members
Sacy
of Vikings came through market. And I just thought, well, if Fox can just hold it down, maybe get 1 on the way, that should be pretty much all she wrote.
Good retake? No. Good retake? No. Is it good retake or is it bad hold?
Phenomenal here on Ascent.
Yeah,
I think it's a bad hold. I don't think it was a good retake because it's hard, right? It's not like Counter-Strike where you have smokes, flashes, mollies, right? Depending on the characters that you have, that determines what kind of retake you're going to have. They had a Raze and they had a Sova. Not exactly ideal, but X10 was just sitting there doing nothing. He has flash in hand. He was just holding a flash. His teammate wasn't even watching his lane or stairs. That was just weird. That was a weird hold.
If they can string things together, if they can just try to offset this economy from Vikings, and they have a very real chance of taking this map. There's not that much money there for Vikings. 2 rounds in a row for X10 will put them in such a great spot.
I don't think X10 wins this,
yeah,
man.
Absolutely. And
I'll
this
be
is
honest.
a really good opportunity for X10. I think maybe talking over exactly
I said that
how
in the
they wanna
first
use
map.
this Cosmic Divide and Lockdown, really try to take advantage of the
I'm
ult
saying it
situation
again.
they're sitting on.
I don't think it's
to make
happening.
sure they're able to get a good plant, get their good post plant set up, good crossfires. Patiphan has the res. Normally, you know, he's going to be the guy that is up front and aggressive, but you need to keep him alive in this round. Hopefully they're trying to keep him a little bit more reeled in. I know that's kind of difficult to take a player who's so good at being aggressive back, but that res, you know, it's such a powerful ability. If you lose it early, it really just changes the tempo of the round.
It can be powerful, but I'm starting to, you know, wonder, would I prefer to just see Patty come back in on the jet rather than run this, you know, this duelist-less comp?
Yes.
You know, and if Patty on the jet is going to be able to, you know, trade 2 people every single round on average, then yeah, you probably would rather have that rather than bringing 1 person back every, you know, 4 rounds or so. We'll
The winner of this plays.
done. Like you said,
Who? Who does the winner play?
Good. It will be
Forgot.
the lockdown. They're trying to make this a bait over towards the A site.
I don't.
They're not really biting on
remember.
this yet. Hunter's Fury, not used at all to try to shut this down. Sacy just pushing forward. Now they find Potty, and everything is coming undone
Oh my
for the
god.
side of X10 here.
What is happening? Who's attacking and who's defending right now? What is
The
happening?
reinforcements have arrived, though. The cavalry is here. They push out. They managed to find sutecas, and just like that, it was looking like a phenomenal start here for the side of the Vikings, shutting down Potty, making sure that that res was not going to be available in the round, but they quickly reply with 3 kills of their own. Saadhak set up here in mid is going to be looking to catch somebody on the cross. The shots come flying through, but they do not connect. Now 4 members strong, pushing into the B site. The nanoswarm not going to dissuade them whatsoever.
What the fuck is
Turret
going
set
on
Nebula
in
there
this
to deny the
game?
vision. The gravity well is, I think,
I'll say it's
additionally, yeah,
entertaining.
layered in. Or no, it's the nanoswarm rather. Similar
It
level
is.
effects, but Saadhak getting tagged up as he gets spotted out, has to pull back into market. Reaggresses yet again, but with 26 HP. They just make very quick work with him. GTN the
Save.
last one.
Run. Save.
40 health. And
The hell out of
wants
there.
to pull back, needs to hold on to this gun.
Well, who needs ults when you can just mow them all down trying to flank you on the top mid? 3 down for the Vikings, a bit of an overcommitment onto that flank. I love the idea, I love the strat, but the idea, but putting 3 there is too much. 2 probably fine, but you don't really have any crossfires available in that spot, and X10 just responds to it beautifully. They're picking up some guns, some confidence, some economy here. I mean, the economy wasn't great for Vikings either.
You'll have heard sScary running around. Timer is going to run out, so yeah, won't even get to get clearance of that corner. So we'll never know who would have won that duel. But X10 trying to keep this going here in their favor. We'll get a replay.
There's
another
literally
look at what
4
happened here at
mid.
the top mid. And it just became a slaughter. Like you said, they stacked way too many people here. It was a great read at the very start of this. They did not take the bait whatsoever on the lockdown.
And I mean, if you have, you know, somebody pushing out of A main, that move is fine, but you don't have anybody there at that point
they're
because
saving.
of that lockdown.
Yeah.
The heck, they walled that?
Unlucky, as they say. Saadhak taking a ton of damage.
This is
Down to 26
crazy,
HP.
dude.
Buddy,
They're literally in their
aggro.
mid every
Push
round.
up.
Oh,
Sacy
yoink.
finding sushiboys is a good boon for
Yo,
them.
they're
Saadhak
about
is
to
right
eco
in the middle of
them.
the box. Goes ahead.
They're about to
Sets us
eco
up that panther,
them.
but he is doing so much work. 26 HP, be damned. This guy comes up with 2 kills.
What
Don't
push by
overextend
him,
here.
Using that dark cover against, or for his own self. It's a sutecas, his dark cover, of course. Just so good to get up and underneath. Crws gonna take sutecas down. Saadhak got the read that they're behind the wall, and it's gonna be the Hunter's Fury that takes down Crws.
And this is such a tragic turnaround here for X10. Slipping through their fingers this round. Saadhak getting away with murder, somehow not getting punished, catching foxz off guard there at top mid, just sitting beneath him as he tries to recover the gun. And he puts it to work. 2 kills for him, and this would be just such an incredible thrifty here for the Vikings. And
Well, they think he's A,
1v4,
but now they're thinking, wait, he probably faked it and he's in
switching
B.
forward. You have to expect
Either
sScary,
way,
yeah,
he's
he'll be
probably
able to get this
screwed.
plant, but can he actually stave off 4 members of the Vikings when 2 of them have rifles?
It's going to be, if he can do it, maybe the play of the tournament so far. He can find this.
Where does he want to get set up? Obviously, he does have the Cosmic Divide, but do you want to use that just when you're all on your lonesome? I think probably not. Then again, every time he goes into that astral form, start thinking maybe he's going to. Has to reposition, looks for the catch, but Sacy is quicker on the draw, gets the headshot. And Vikings, they will defuse this. They will move up 11
huge, man.
to 8.
That might have been just the game right there, honestly.
Saadhak. He's had a couple big ones and a lot of help from sutecas. I shouldn't say it's all Saadhak. That dark cover really offered him a lot of opportunity to get up there. The thrifty does come through, and Vikings 2 away here from taking the map and the match. You can see sushiboys, good headshot there from Sacy, but he gets right.
The Sage dies first every time. What do you mean? The Sage was like the 4th to go, or 3rd rather.
The situation there.
Sage was 3rd to go.
You know, is the Sova,
the first 2 people died back mid. Sage died tiles.
Great communication there from Vikings, just completely identifying.
Sage
where
definitely
the
did not
enemies are
die
at, so that
first.
Hunter's Fury can get the kill onto Crws. So relaying that info. And now X10, I mean, they need to stop this. One more round, Vikings will have locked in their guaranteed overtime if X10 can continue the run. Otherwise, they will put themselves at match point. They need to stop the bleeding right here, right now.
Where'd they shoot their recon dart?
Here at bench. Sutecas taking a couple of shots, reveals his position. Patiphan takes his head off. Hot hand's going to be thrown down into the corner, trying to force a position here from Crws. Will get finished off by Saadhak. They still have to worry about GTN,
Vikings
who's
loves
pushing
to
up
fight
there,
mid.
over
They
by
love it.
Boiler.
They double up on mid. 1 cat fighting.
Yeah, trying to recover this.
1B, 1A.
Very difficult.
That's their setup every time.
Out, spots that run it back moving forward. Oh my god, so much value off the back of the dart as well. He pushes up,
got him.
in on a foxz. Saadhak taking down sScary. The red's gonna be burned, but here comes GTN, makes his way up onto short, takes out sushiboys. Now it's Patiphan and foxz versus the world. They will manage to find one. foxz finds another, but then gets struck down. 2 members left standing for the side of the Vikings. Sacy and Saadhak get it done. Now it's match point for the Vikings for this series. X10 need 4 straight rounds in a row if they want to force out overtime. They got close last time.
This is the
Icebox,
most
but
unique
this is
game I've ever
so
watched, I
much more
think.
dire.
I mean, once this spike is stuck out in the open,
Both
it's
Icebox
just
and this
so
map is
difficult for
super
X10
unique.
to even get to it. Either just mowed down piece by piece. Great timing on these moves to finish off foxz and Patiphan at the end. They're pushing together. The timing is really nice from the Vikings, but you know, they try to force the issue. Does X10? They get the opening pick on the sutecas. After that, they're just not able to do much. And again, the spike's down. What are you going to do?
Yeah, and now look at the economy here for the side of X10. I mean, it's going to be Spectres across the board. Several players are going to be missing their utility. We do not have the drone for foxz. We do not have the slow orbs here for Patiphan, so they just need to try.
I think it's GG go next.
Out-aim.
Vikings
And out-rotate
2-0.
the members of the Vikings. Finding any straight pick would do.
Let's go watch
wonders
Team
for them,
Liquid. I mean,
don't know.
V1.
This is looking
Sorry.
like we should be ready to put a fork in it. Trailblazer to lead over into B main. Checks the corners, doesn't spot anything, just sees the turret. They will eliminate. The rotation is already starting from the side of the Vikings. They say, no, this is not going to be any kind of bait. They're not going to look to play this over at A. So they send for the 3-stack. Cosmic Divide coming up just to try to get them escorted over towards the site. Saadhak, however, playing around this wall.
What the fuck is
Potential
going
opportunity
on?
to go for a big peek. foxz pulling back. Has the Hunter's Fury, wants to shut down this lockdown. Second shot will destroy it. But we do see
What a
sushiboys
crazy
taken
round.
out. Saadhak starting to press forward. Blind going through.
Holy
Crws comes pushing up, manages to
shit.
find one.
He
4v2.
ran past the guy, killed the
X10
guy
not
up
done
front.
yet. They
His
are still here to play.
teammate got the guy behind him
Wow, this
as
is
the
a
wall
huge
faded and
moment
saved his
for
life.
X10 trying to lock it down. Paint Shells comes in the back, pushes sScary over. FRZ trying to do something. Yeah, 2 duelists trying to finish this round out. foxz still around the corner there in main, trying to hold on, wait for them to come out, pushes forward, grabs a gun, almost loses his life for it, but some whip shots back and back. Not really
Unbelievable.
gonna do much.
Well, FRZ, he punishes him again. They definitely make it a little bit
Crazy.
bloodier than it looked like it had to have been for the side of X10, but they do manage to retain 2 of those weapons. They keep themselves alive at least for a little bit longer. 3 more rounds to go for them to try to take us into our first overtime of the tournament. And we just take a look at this entry. Great catch on the gravity well. coming out there from sScary. This allows for them to get the kill, but FRZ on this push, just boom. Ooh, manages to find 2 on the back end of that. I mean, you know, 4 rifles retained for X10. You're really worried if you're Vikings. But now, given that they have the lead,
nah, Vikings ain't worried. They're fine. They're chilling.
A little bit more
They're all right
than they otherwise would have.
Yeah, I mean, you at least forced them into a couple half shields, so that's a win in of itself. Great job by FRZ with that curveball around the corner, pushing out for the Altor, but not able to grab it. Too much pressure there. No smokes or cover available to go for it. No picks found. It's going to have to back off for now are the Vikings. And everybody just kind of setting back up, defaulting a bit, waiting this one out.
Still, yeah, far away from ultimates, pretty much across the board from the shadows.
No, Killjoy could get her ult right here. Killjoy's going to get her ult. They're going to just lock down.
For sushiboys. If you can grab this orb, that would be a huge way to try to open up this site for themselves. Drone clears out one, doesn't spot anything. Patty, however, knocked down to 35. Uses the heal on himself. That's the orb recovered. That's going to be the lockdown used. They can tuck away in heaven, in hell. Try to buy.
Please tell me they have some lineups for up here in the cubby or something.
Down a little bit more before they start going in.
They're so screwed.
Now making their way out onto the side. Gravity well, pulling one. That's the
okay. They had lineups. Good.
And now
they had lineups. They had something.
Raise out of the fight. It's a lot of firepower gone. Crws.
They had a slow. They had a swarm, and they had a
broken open rather quickly. Crws gets himself
and the suck. So they at least had a plan. I thought they didn't have a plan. They had a plan. X10 definitely had a plan. It worked out well. Very well.
He still has utility to pop himself back up. It's going to be the Blaze Wall and the Hot Hands.
Retake, though.
He'll come back into this fight. 100 HP. 2v2. Both members going to be topped up. There is the running back. Patty managed to find
Dude, Patty's aim is nice.
Try to close this out to try to win
it is nice.
Win the series for Brazil. Goes pushing forward, but the ult will snap him back over
12-10.
towards Tree. Has to re-aggress through the doorway, and the spike continues to tick away. He has an idea of where they're playing at, but Patty gets the great peak timing, finds 3 on the round, and X10 keep it going.
Man, what an entry here for X10. He's doing a great job with their setup. The gravity well into the nano swarm at the top. Some shots up there as well. Really open up a ton of space for them. They're setting up great crossfires. They leave one in main. They leave some behind to make sure there are no lurks. It's just really well executed, like you mentioned. Getting that alt orb early, getting that lockdown set up, buying the time to really think it out, really plan it out, executing very, very well. FRZ doing his damnedest to try to come through here and give the win to Vikings, but they're just 2 rounds away, our X10, from bringing this to an overtime.
Yeah, an OT, and with that comes the prospect of a potential third map.
The turret.
One trade out there. Sacy manages to find foxz, but the turret from sushiboys gets the finishing blow to go ahead, trade up, and keep the advantage here for X10.
You can see FRZ might be thinking about trying to grab that bulldog there. That was downed in A main.
I mean, anything that he could recover other than just having the sheriff would still be quite good for him. Shots flying through side of Vikings here with this defensive setup. 1 in market, 1 in the back alley. Nano swarm's thrown down. 1 going to be defensively. Saadhak tries to get himself over towards the switch, but will get shot out of the air. And this is
the Sage is working out very well for them.
Taking us to that OT. 4 members strong
versus 2. Like this whole game, he's gotten a lot of kills from his wall. Dude, how Sage is just a duelist now, I guess.
Everybody from the side
I
of
love
is
it.
going to be playing here.
Well, we've already seen it once from the Vikings in these odd man situations on the retakes on B where they got it done. Let's see if they can do it again. 2 coming from Alley. Not a lot they can really do. Curveball, hot hands. That's about all you got for utility.
Taking some guns out of the hands of X10 would still be, nice for them, but even then, X10, they have the momentum here on their side. Good shot comes through. Sutecas, he managed to follow up for 2. Crws and Patty both going to be eliminated. The Nebula coming up and trying to make their way into B main. sScary does manage to find the shot. He follows up for the second one. 12-11, 1 more to go. X10 are looking to take us into overtime.
Still, again, to scrape a couple.
What's the money like?
Out of the hands.
How many guns do they have?
Important there, but at the end of the day,
I want to know.
We're gonna find out.
Everybody's all in.
Do they have all
round.
utility?
Yeah, that's true. Everybody's all in. Never mind. I guess it's not that important. But you get a couple kills. That's something to be thankful for, I suppose. Here we go.
So you try not to be too bothered by it, by the position that they're in. Saadhak
Yeah, they're
moving
good.
over to the Odin.
They're good. This is a
Buys
full
ready
buy
to go.
round. Full.
As close as they can get.
They got
utility
everything.
Set up
Both
here for
sides.
Saadhak at the B site. Just waiting to spray through. No one is playing anywhere close to B lobby right now. Or into B main,
Damn,
rather.
no
On the
info
side
at
of
all.
X10, they're playing very far
Oh,
back.
well, you got a little bit there.
Don't want to make any mistakes. That's
Not
for
much
sure.
to work with from that
Yep.
drone, though.
Guiding light,
Honestly.
just a check into mid.
The-
Nothing,
all he got to work
nothing
with
to be
is,
fouled
oh, they're
off
holding.
of that
They're
one,
defaulting.
Astra.
That's it. That's literally all he got to work
She
with. They're doing a
wants to do.
default.
Putting a star down.
Which,
over in pizza.
I mean, I guess it's some info.
That
It's out
mid
gonna
bid.
dismiss.
Some info is better than none, I
Couple other
guess.
Stars in the process.
He might have saw him. Tiles.
Now
Not
starting
sure.
to really clump together in mid. It's been the location of many a
Ooh,
showdown
they never
so
saw him in the
far
cubby
here
right
in
there.
This map.
It doesn't matter
The
anymore. The
Vikings, they have
smoke.
to play respectfully. They have to play back. They do not want to risk getting it picked off. Wall comes up to cut off that defender's access over towards Market, and the door will get broken down. Odin spray coming in, looking for some hits. Potty taking quite a bit of damage. Will be able to top himself back
Come on,
up.
play this together.
As FRZ plays around the corner.
The
He gets taken out,
fake
Fox finds him.
flash,
That's gonna be
dude.
GTN now
Holy
eliminated.
shit, we're going
Just
to
like
OT.
that. 5v3.
Oh my God, that guy was
Can they make it
baited. Wait.
happen? Hunter's Fury to try and
Wait.
delay will stop the spike from getting planted. They need to buy some more time. They're starting to plant
Hold
now.
up. It's not
So
over.
with 8 seconds left on
Hold
the
up.
clock. They have it, but can they hold it? The 4v3
Wait.
with OT on the line. Sentry goes up. Saadhak gets spotted. They get him through the wall, out from hell. They got
Wait.
responding in kind, manages to find one, but it's still going to be a one-man advantage now to the side of X10. They
It's over.
drop down sScary.
OT.
Gets the headshot. He's looking for the last one, and Patty is there on the flank. He shuts him down, and here we go. 12-12. We're heading into overtime to settle this map.
It's overtime, baby. What a lurk by Patiphan. He goes all the way through pizza into defender's spawn, and then
That's the
comes
first
up the
OT.
ramp to get that
That's the
final
first
one.
OT
That
of,
was a little bit
Masters.
risky, but this by FRZ. Good job by Fox to check that
They had
corner.
played that
off the
Phoenix
back
for
of
a
that guiding
fool.
light. He knows that his opponent
He was
is gonna be there.
convinced that was
Turn.
popping.
Good follow-up with the Hunter's Fury. Finds one, but sScary doing a fantastic job working on the bomb site, buying a lot of time, getting Patiphan there. Oh my word. They are fired up.
Yep, you can hear the pop off there. It's a little bit quieter on the other side. Understandably, they wanted to close this out pretty cleanly. Or as clean as it can get, given how down and dirty this series has been so far. They will have to fight through overtime, tooth and nail now. 5K to either side. No one going to be going for the glass cannon. It's just way too risky. So we'll just be rifles, armory, and utility across the board here.
Default, default, default.
Vikings are the first on the attack.
Yeah, with Patiphan not on that jet, and I haven't seen the operator come out from him. Now he's trying to watch the angle there. Oh, just able to get back.
Okay, good call. That
Going for
wall
the
was just going to
Thinks
break.
better of it, wants to hold on to that in case it comes in handy later on. But did get sights on 2 members who have now since rotated out, making their way through the attacker spawn over towards Gelato and top mid.
That flash just gave him so much
Still gonna
info.
be dropped
They know that
for
they're
the
not.
moment.
They know that they're not working up
So
mid
their
because of that
options.
flash.
Seems like a hit onto A main is going to be the decision made by the Vikings. All of this killjoy
Dude, they're set up
utility
and can't.
is stacked up over a tree. It's not going to find too much value at all here. Shock darts coming through the drone as well to look to scout.
Retake A, I
Dark
guess.
cover, cutting off that vision of the door. Nade comes flying. sScary just going to be spraying away, looking to get some kills, get any kind of hits in that he possibly can. Doesn't find too much. Nanoswarm will take a little bit of HP off of FRZ, but for the moment he is going to be okay. GTN, however, knocked down to 29. It's going to be a much
This is gonna be a
scarier
confusing round to
position
watch.
for him to be in here. X10, can they pull off this retake? Still 5v5, Patty, the first one to fall. The spray comes
That was a good
through. 2
flash
members
for
joining the
Phoenix.
grave. Crws and foxz both eliminated now, all on sScary and sushiboys.
That was not that confusing.
This first round here
Because
in overtime.
Vikings
FRZ
brought the
going to
fight
be
to them
eliminated.
rather
sScary
than
is gone. There
X10
is the
flying
cleanup.
in.
Vikings,
I thought X10 was
they
going
play
to
it
fly
slow, but
in,
they make it look easy
but
in
Vikings
the end
did
of that
a
first round.
sick
Now,
flash with the
13
jump
to
up.
12,
That was good.
more to go.
That was really, really
The
clean from Vikings. Super
are
clean.
Oh,
so good on retakes. They're so good on call.
Look at this flash.
You can see
Boom.
this flash from FRZ hits 3 members of X10,
Just
and they
huge.
Easy.
just mow them down. Look at that. Everybody's tunneled in on it. Sutecas holding
Not
the
only that,
line.
they followed up with a,
Fantastic work by them.
they
I just
played that
love their
with a
communication, their
Phoenix
ability to react
Flash
to each other, to play
and a
off each
Sova
other.
Recon Dart
So well
behind
done by
them.
the Vikings.
Yep, smiles about.
That was
They're
great.
feeling good.
That
After
was good.
Round.
They played that so well.
See if we can keep this OT going a little bit deeper, tumble down the rabbit hole, or if Vikings can close it out 14-12. Like a similar idea here, a little bit faster on the jump to move their way over to A. Two-member stack over towards Tree. Nobody otherwise on the site. We'll see that that is going to change now as GTN rotates his way over to Heaven.
Yeah, there's one nano swarm here for Saadhak.
Blind hits, drone going to be coming out. It's close. They don't try to push. I thought maybe they would go in on the back of the drone, try to get
The
their way
same
to
exact
nebula, but
thing
they're
from the other
reinforcements.
side.
They play this one out a little bit more patiently.
Just go A.
Trailblazer.
Retake A. The same exact
Shuts that
round,
door.
but flipped.
That's already
Now
been
they're
destroyed,
attacking. That's
now they have to
funny.
play that angle, make sure that nobody can press through. Still going to be 5v5, no one really taking any significant damage either. As I say that, FRC goes in for the huge entry, shuts down foxz. Crws going to fall. It's going to be a 3-for-1 now.
There it is,
It all
2-0.
comes down to Potty, and he is gone. They have done it in overtime, 2 straight rounds, 14-12. Vikings will take a set, and they will take this series.
Oh, be still my heart. What
Liquid
a
V1,
match.
baby. Liquid
What a
V1
game, what a
coming
map.
up.
My word, X10 giving it, coming back when they were down to win, what was that, 3 in a row? To bring it to overtime?
I mean,
my
yeah.
word. Oh, okay, I gotta talk about that last round there, the retake. The difference between what the Vikings do and X10 does. X10 there, just kind of blindly rushing in. They get caught by a flash, get shut down. The Vikings there, smoke off main and come in from the crossfires at perfect time, use their utility well to open the door for themselves. But the big part of that is they smoke off Patiphan at main. He has to use a wall to try to get up, but at that point it's too late. Everybody on the side is already dead. You can see the hot hands lands right on top of Sushi's. And then they just start swarming through one at a time. They're checking their angles, hitting their shots. Let's go, baby.
It's very nicely done here by the Vikings in the end, but maybe not as clean as several people had anticipated for a squad that has been touted as a potential top 3 finisher here at Reykjavík. But one thing is certain, X10 have exceeded our expectations. A lot of people have them in the bottom 2, but they put on one hell of a show here. They gave us our first overtime of the tournament so far. Granted, it's only day 2. I'm sure we're going to have plenty more throughout the duration of this.
Dude,
but they did put up one hell of a fight.
I'm surprised at that scoreline. I'm surprised that that was so challenging for Vikings. I really thought that they were going to just roll them. I really did. I thought they were just going to dominate that team. But it's hard to say if that's because X10 played better than expected or Vikings played worse than expected. I don't know. But I really thought that that was going to be a little bit more convincing for Vikings. But it was hard. They struggled.